And you can access them again now, right?
Yep. Now that I've changed what I'm playing it on, so I'm playing it on my laptop now.
Cool.
Yeah, for some reason it wouldn't let me access them when using the iPad. And blocks other people, which is weird.
Yeah. Okay, now you have a card, and I need to deal 1 to Corian for last week's session. As soon as I find him in the list. Berkshire Lightning Tiny Tim.
Me, Tim? What?
Yeah, there's actually
he was one of the original guys in that
yeah.
missing party.
Yeah.
Oh.
There he is.
Actually, have you not heard Legends of Tiny Tim?
Well, it's Tim the Tiny Terror, so I think Jason's paraphrasing, but yeah.
No, actually it says Tiny Tim on my screen.
Oh, mine says Tim the Tiny Terror.
I mean, Tim the Tiny Terror was the character.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We left off. Let me get to the world map for you guys. Go ahead. You got questions? I don't care. I'm not doing a recap or anything, so not yet anyway.
Obviously, I leave the soundboard on for this entire game.
Okay, the party had traveled upriver to the city of Wivenholt, where they got there by boat and by a little bit of walking, traveling away from or it seemed like the further they went upriver, the less people had to deal with the undead issue like that had been going on in Gumtree Stronghold. They arrived toward the evening at the city of Wivenholt after stopping, going through basically customs into the city. They had found their way to the, what was the name of the tavern? The Three Broomsticks, wasn't it?
That sounds familiar.
Sounds right. Anyway, they found their way to a tavern. The tavern and inn in the city, and the city itself is, imagine a layered cake leaning against a wall. Be the best way to describe it. And each one of the rings are bigger than the one on top or above it and so forth. And they had found a tavern there in the first ring that was actually against the back wall, and part of the tavern is actually carved out of the living rock of the mountain itself. And they had procured a private dining area there in that tavern for the evening, and they had drank and talked, and that's where we left the group off at last session. So we will pick it back up with them there.
It was just our group. That would sound like a corner table or whatever.
Yeah, you had a corner table on the upper floor in a private room. I believe, and Grum was upset because they cleaned his mug before they would fill it.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. But it still frosts over just fine.
Oh yes, it works perfectly fine. They just cleaned the road gunk off of it for you.
Cleaned off the free spice.
Do what?
They cleaned off the free spice.
Oh yeah, that's what you call it. So I'm drawing a blank. What was our reason for being in the tavern right now? Just passing
well,
time?
you'd arrived in the city and decided to stay at least one night here in the city and rest before you continued on your journey. You were headed to the the town of Morford in response to a scroll that had fallen on someone's head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Let's see, there it is. It had traveled there in response to this scroll, which had advertised basically someone looking to pay adventurers well for doing something vague in a city far away.
Yeah.
They wouldn't accept message bottles.
Yeah. Made perfect sense for us to just wander off into the desert.
I mean, it's kind of what we do.
It's not a desert. You went through the jungle. Actually, mostly out of the jungle now. It's still in the jungle latitude, but.
And as I recall, we asked Mac about if he'd heard anything about this Demetrius Sage, and if I remember correctly, there wasn't really much he knew other than he was evidently rich at one time or something.
Yes, he had heard of Demetrius. And Demetrius had been a rather influential character at one point, but that was pretty much on the other side of this region from where Mac's at. So he's not, other than knowing him by name and reputation, that's all Mac could really tell you.
Okay.
That he had been a part of the founding of, or been a part in Morford for quite some time.
And if I remember correctly, metagame wise, both Bertra and myself have been here to Wyvenholt before.
You definitely had been through there. Bertra had most likely traveled through there. You probably traveled through here on your way to Gumtar,
right?
Because you live on the other coast of this peninsula,
right? Okay.
So you're somewhat familiar with some of the names and name places. You passed through Wyvenholt at some point in the past.
Okay. All right, so Grun is perfectly content with just drinking his ale on the corner table, whatever. Didn't really have anything he's hoping to get done here, just to sleep in a nice bed for one night before they head off into the wilderness.
You're served drinks. Your drinks are refilled a couple of times. There's music. It's actually passable music. It's not great. It's not horrid either.
That's the first.
Is it better than what Quorum does?
Well, it depends on how drunk Quorum is now, doesn't it?
No, I meant normally. Is it?
Oh, normally, it's on par with what Quorum does. It's not great.
Okay.
Though
so Grun's not impressed then.
You do notice a big absence of any stories about your all's exploits, but that's probably not surprising considering that different city, different peoples.
Around these parts.
And as the evening winds on, a different server than you had at one point, wanders in and inquires whether you want food or if you would be needing lodgings for the evening.
I thought we already shared that we were looking for rooms when we paid for this private room, right?
That's right. You had my fault. Okay. I should say that we do have a room. When it comes to says, now you wanted to make arrangements for rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. How many do you need?
I need one.
One room.
I need one. I don't know about these other guys.
You need one. Oh, I understand, sir. He says, would there be a private room? Or do you want to use the common room?
He kind of looks at the rest of the party. I'll ask them first.
Okay. She turns kind of toward the rest and goes, and the rest of you, will you be requiring rooms, or would you prefer to stay in the common room for the evening?
Corm, private room would be nice.
Very well, very well. Yeah. She looks kind of look around the rest of you. Goes, others?
Which is cheaper?
Well, the common room is cheaper, darling. It's
How
only.
much?
It's on. Oh, how much? A common room will only cost you a copper bit.
That per person or for all of us?
Well, per person. Per person.
And the quality declines by how much in comparison?
Oh well, if you go to a private room, it is 5 copper bits, and it's just a small room. It has a bed, washstand. Nothing fancy. We're not a big inn. Most of our businesses here's the bar.
I'll take a common.
Okay, 1 common. Very well. Says I will make seat arrangements. Seat arrangements for that. You'll have at least a bed in there for you. And your name or your sign.
Lightning.
Is that your name or your sign?
Both?
Very well. Very well. And she reaches into her apron. She pulls out a piece of paper and a piece of charcoal, and she writes down on it, and she makes a scribble mark on it that looks vaguely like a flash of lightning. She says, I will pin a note over top of the bed, which is reserved for you. And so at Quorum says, and you said you wanted a private room, sir, correct?
Yeah, Corm just stepped away, but yeah, you said you wanted the private room.
I see that, okay.
Sorry, I'm back now.
You're fine. It says you want the private room, sir, correct?
Correct, please.
Okay. Marks down. And your name or your sign, sir?
Corm.
Is that with 1 Y or 3?
1 Y.
She makes some marks on the paper, none of which look like it's even close to properly spelled. She says, and it's, the rest of you, within short order, and then I'll let you all decide how you're doing this. She makes arrangements for your rooms and things like that. Now, those of you that opt for the common room, explain what you've opted into. She gives you directions to both the private rooms and the common rooms. For the private rooms, she provides you a key with a number on it, and they're both down the same hallway. Only at the end of the hallway, the private rooms are to the left, and the common room is to the right. The private rooms are literally just what was advertised. It's a very small room, almost like a monk's cloister. It has a small cot in it with a straw mattress on it, blanket, a washing bowl, and pegs in the wall where you can hang your equipment or gear. The lock that's on the door, and then inside the door, there's actually a wooden bar lock, so you can completely lock it on the inside. The common room, when you turn into the common room, it's about a 40 by 60 room. Literally just set up like an old-fashioned hospital ward, bed, a cot after cot after cot after cot lined up on the bed. Each one of the cots has a rough mattress on it of some kind, in varying degrees of quality. And on the headboards of each one of the beds is the name or the symbols of the various patrons who have reserved beds in the room. Now, there is a guard from the 3 broomsticks who actually standing, or an employee, looks more like a guard, to be honest. Big, thick, burly looking human standing there with a cudgel. And he has the markings and the lip that you've seen with the different staff in the broomsticks wearing. And he's kind of leaning against the door. And when he come in, he'll give him a name. He'll go, oh, yeah, yours is down there. And he'll point you down to where your rack is at. So it's fairly, it's is what it is. Each one of the bunks in the common room are designed in such a way that you can lift the pallet, the mattress up, and the mattress won't fall off. It kind of hinges up, and there's a trunk underneath it. So when you lay down on the mattress, you're laying on top of the trunk, basically, to secure your belongings. So they're not the
Nice
best.
touch.
Yeah, not the best, but it is a way that you can be assured that no one's rifling through your stuff unless they've knocked you out cold or used a sleep spell on you.
Lit. Okay, I'm gonna, before this nice nap, I don't have powdered. Do I have powdered diamonds? I have powdered diamonds.
I'm sure by now you picked some
Oh.
up.
Fun fact, no.
Go ahead and put them on your inventory. That's not a problem. I mean, it's not like you didn't have 10 days in Gumtar Stronghold when you could have picked that up.
Okay. How many orbs do you want me to subtract for that then?
What's the spell call for?
One moment. I need to widen it. A powdered diamond worth at least 200.
There you go, 200 gold orbs.
Okay, cool.
Just assume you wouldn't buy more than what you needed at that price. So what spell are you casting there, Lightning?
I'm gonna cast a glyph of warding on my belongings chest.
Okay.
Or anyone with the trigger, anyone but Lightning of Empty Sky opening it.
Okay.
They're
well.
going just acid damage.
Okay. And as you go through casting that, of course, you're fairly concentrating on the spell as you're going through the motions of casting that, and the guard for the room kind of bristles, kind of a little insulted that you think that someone's going to mess with your stuff, but he gets it at the same time. He's like, and just ignores you as you go about casting and doing your things. The rest of you, what are you doing? Are you settling down for the night, or are you going to settle in for a night of drinking?
Well, both.
Both. So I figured that would be Grun. Corum, what about you?
Corum would probably, I don't know. It's not like he needs a full 4 hours or full 8 hours of sleep, but but he might get to sleep a little bit earlier, and then he's got some kind of studying he wants to do.
Okay, that's fine. So you hang out for a while there.
So are we planning on leaving in the morning? Did we talk about that, guys?
Yeah, I think
Q was about to ask you guys that.
Okay.
So, Troop, do we plan on getting a nice and early rise? Be out by dawn break?
Oh.
My experience, it's better to travel as early as possible.
I mean, the only other thing that might interest Grun, this is kind of out of character, is if there's any kind of fighting pits in this town. If he would have found that out before or maybe during, I don't know, just before he gets drunk, basically. If there's a fighting pit, then he probably will see if he can get into a quick bout tonight.
There are fighting pits here in the town. They're here on this level. They're on the other side of this level from where you're currently at. But there are sanctioned fighting pits here.
Okay. I don't have to pull everybody into it, but just that's the only thing that might interest Grun doing tonight before he goes to bed.
Does anyone else want to explore anything about this town? Or you guys just want to hit the road early in the morning?
Do you have a handout or a map of the town, Jason? Something?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's
No,
we're all theater of the mind at this point. With Wivenholt. That will be coming later. I actually started working on one. It's just not finished yet.
Gotcha. Corum will wait then.
I'd like to find out how they get their wyverns.
I was waiting for that.
I was too. So you asked. Now, are you going to ask around here in the tavern, or go make inquiries?
I can ask around the tavern, and if not, I'll ask the guards.
Okay. One of the you asked one of the various staff, because like I said, you guys are in a private room, kind of off to yourself, and you inquire one of the staff because the wyverns, oh yes, aren't they wonderful? They're raised here. There is when the city was built years and long time ago, on one of the crags, he points above him to the rock ceiling, because on top of one of the peaks there was a nest of wyverns, and one of the founders of the city, the founder of the original watch, actually was one of those woodsy kind of people, that like to be outside in the woods. And so now he's talking, he's kind of like pointing his head toward Q. And he was real good with animals, and him and his students went up to see if they were going to be dangerous or anything, and over time they built a friendship with the wyverns, and those wyverns are actually, though they fly with the guard, they're actually members of the guard themselves. But most of them are born here in the peaks above the city.
Pretty cool.
So not for sale then.
Oh no. None of the guards' wyverns are for sale. Now, there are some unscrupulous kinds that will sell wyverns in other areas, but here around Wyvernhill, things are pretty. We control the wyvern, that kind of nonsense pretty quickly.
Oh, where might I find such disreputable people so I can know to stay away from them?
Well, now you might try over in, Luke, figuratively speaking, and at the same time he says his hand goes out. Because I'm not sure I remember where that might be at the same time he's got his hand held out.
Like hand out like it wanting a tip or something. Or a bribe.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's what I thought.
Right, Bertram will give him
Do it.
What do I have any experience of what would be an appropriate bribe? Or
Make a wisdom check, because you're kind of judging the situation here.
Okay.
Oh no. You feel that someone at this station probably won't need a whole lot of effort to coerce. So, and I'm going to give you your choice. You either think that you need to give him at least like 2 gold orbs, or 1 bronze bit, or 1 copper bit, rather. And I'll let you decide what Berkshire thinks is appropriate based on that roll.
I mean, a bronze can't get you anything. She'd at least give him the gold.
Okay. So you drop the 2 gold orbs in his hand. He kind of goes, his eyes get a little bigger than expected, but he quickly closes his hand. They disappear into a pouch. And he goes, you might try around Beach Castle. There's a family up that way that supposedly trades in them. Now, they don't get them from here in the Teeth. They get them from elsewhere.
Is it safe to assume Grum would know of this?
Yes, it'd be safe to assume that Grum would know something. So if Grum wants to give me a history check.
Oh, all right. History. That's what I'm known for.
Aren't you now?
My historical knowledge. Okay. Let's see if I can get lucky. Why can't I click on history? I hover over it, but it doesn't give me the little finger where I can click on it.
That's
So
weird.
I click on the number. Oh,
Oh, there
that's
it comes.
Oh,
awesome.
Grun sagely nods his head that he's heard of such thing.
That place.
By heard of it, it means I'm too drunk and I can't explain what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll just say, I'm from Beach Castle. Yeah.
How are you, sir? Wonderful.
How's
Then I'm
that
sure
wonderful?
you've heard of them.
Yeah. Yeah, those people. Yeah. We're tight. All right, he burps. I'll go back to drinking so I can avoid eye contact with anybody.
And apparently, there's a chat message in the chat for you too, Grun.
Oh, missed it. Oh, well, it's, over there, and I'll point in some random direction. On the other side of the land, it's a shipbuilding. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. It's a shipbuilding city over the East Coast. It's where my family's business is.
Birch is going to go back to the guy and just ask, "You wouldn't happen to have a name?" And she's just rolling in Illyrium piece in their fingers.
Okay.
Miriam.
Yeah, for some reason I've got one of Illyrium piece.
I'd love to take your money, ma'am, but I don't know the family's name. I just know they operate out of Beach Castle.
I told you we should have taken the boat.
Birch is going to head to bed after that to get.
Okay.
Oh wait, didn't we ask the tavern person to get some jobs or ask if there was any jobs?
Oh, yes, you did. You did. And that person has wandered in and out a couple of times and assured you that they were checking around to see what they had, if they knew of anything, any patrons knew of anything. And briefly, that one wanders back in and informs you that they have a laundry list of things you could do, but it's all like the blacksmith is looking for someone to muck out the stalls. The city watch is looking for someone to help haul the drunks away in the morning. It's all like mundane. I mean, yeah, it's jobs, but it's not the kind of jobs you were looking for.
It's not the happy splitting heads kind of job. Birchall likes.
No, it's not those kind of jobs. I mean, it's all like, the bread maker needs someone to help shift the bags of wheat and flour in the morning. Needs someone to help turn the grind wheel. It's all stuff like that.
Well, Grunner asked her if she wants to try her hand in the pit fighting, if he's heard of that yet.
Yeah. As well, now that if you want to do the pit fighting, you can go down. He gives you directions within the city. Says now it'll take you a bit to walk there, good 10 minutes or so. Said, but there's a place called the Ford, and the Fjord's they got a fighting pit there in it. Though most matches, at this point, are already sewed up. You might get in as a wild card match if you go there.
I mean, if we went together, we could always just have our own match. Yeah, sure.
So that delightful history check, you might get lucky.
That had nothing to do with the fights. It had to do with what I knew anything about my town I'm from.
And apparently tonight he knew nothing about his hometown. Beyond the basics that they build boats there because his family does it.
I didn't get out of my little farmstead very often.
Apparently not. So are you headed to the fjord?
The what?
To the fjord. That's the local fighting pit.
Again, I'm not going to drag everybody into that. If that's just me, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that's something that we can do. Cliff Note version if you
Okay.
want. It's your
I'd
call.
like to tag along.
Okay.
But just going.
Very well then. So you guys venture out, find your way down to the fjord. So it takes you about 10 minutes to get there. You kind of go down some winding streets, and it gets into the first ring is not the most influential ring of the city. It's not a ghetto either, but you're in more of a less traveled district when you finally find the fjord. The sign out front actually is written in common is fjord. And when you go in, pretty much what it's advertised. Literally, in this case, they have built a drinking bar around a fighting pit. And they have a server on all four sides that serves people as they're drinking as they watch the fighters in the pit. Now, the fighters enter the pit through a door on the lower portion of the pit.
Grunt is so torn right now. Drinking, fighting. Fighting, drinking. Oh, tough decision.
And when you walk in and when you
both.
come to the bar, go ahead, Q.
No, I was just saying you could do both.
Okay,
Ignore me.
sorry. So when you come in, there are two fighters in the pit, two big, burly humanoids. One might have troll blood in him, maybe. I mean, he's pretty ugly. The other one is just as big, and they're bare fist duking it out just like you're used to, slamming headbutts. There is no referee in the pit. However, you do see a ref mounted like halfway up part of the wall, watching and shouting orders and things like that. And of course, they're also wildly taking bets at the bar, and the patrons are shouting stuff. Every now and then, the patrons will throw stuff at the people in the fighting pit, glasses and tankards and various things like that. As you watch, the one with the kind of trollish look about him, he slowly ambles up to the other one, and he just takes a humongously slow, lumbering jab at the other one. And the other one just sidesteps to the left, wraps his arm around the jabbing hand, and then takes his other hand and just punches the troll-looking one in the face like 6 times. And then lets him go. And the troll guy just kind of staggers for a second and then collapses. And then they declare this one will be the winner of the fight. And you hear all around the room, you see, people paying off bets and paying up and things like that. And you hear grumbles and cheers according to how the bets went. And the guy that you saw halfway, it's halfway down in the pit. He goes, That's the lead fight for the night. We now have open fights. Anyone willing to step into the ring and fight our champion for 1 round? 1 round will guarantee you 100 gold orbs.
So before I scream my answer, can I tell from that little bit of a fight whether this is like really a challenge for me or like I'm out over my head or anything like that?
You fought people this size and this speed before. You're probably not over your head, but it would probably be an equal a fight or a challenge for you. The good kind of challenge.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll step forward.
Okay.
Slam an ale down.
Okay.
I'll take on this. What kind of? Can I tell what kind of race he is?
Actually, when because he's turned, his arms over his head, shaking his head, he appears to be at least mostly human.
Okay.
His skin's kind of got a grayish cast to it. and he's got one tusk sticking up out of one side, so he might be half orc, maybe.
Okay, I'll step up and say, I'll take on this little goblin.
Oof.
The little goblin motions toward you. And the announcer says, we have a challenger! Someone show him the door! And of course someone comes over and shows you how to get down to the door, where they're at, and you're led down into the pit. Now, while the rest of you taking up spots on the wall there, or at the bar.
Who wants to get close to the fight as possible without falling into the arena?
Well, you won't fall in the arena because the bar actually surrounds the arena. Actually, to watch the fight, you have to lean against the bar and look past the bartender where they're serving. They've actually got all their stuff stored underneath the bar instead of behind the bar in this tavern. So you're actually standing at a bar looking over into the pit.
Perch on the bar.
Okay, you can. You can.
I want to do that.
Okay.
Q will be by Lightning to watch how his new compatriot fights.
Okay. So you're led down into the pit of their Grun. And as you come in the pit, and your name is Sir? Because apparently he hadn't seen you very clearly from below and did not realize you were a Minotaur until you walked in. Your name is Sir?
My name is not Sir. My name is Grun.
Grun! Grun it is! We have Grun challenging Holden.
Holden. That's close to Goblin. I'll take it.
So, because now let me go over the rules real quickly. Oh, wait. There are none. First one that gets knocked out is the winner.
Is that the same rules as I'm used to?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, so out of character, has any of the other group seen me fight before?
I think Corum has watched you fight a couple of times.
Corum's watched him a couple times.
All right, so this is more out of character question. So since there are no rules and to this, is it common to have people in the stands possibly cast something to help or hinder?
Usually that's frowned upon. Usually there's no rules in the pit itself, but as far as above, that's an issue.
Okay. So is it safe to assume that the guy I'm fighting is a monk?
That'd probably be a good bet. I mean, based on some of the things you saw him do.
Okay.
Grab it.
As long as I'm not using history for my determination on that, we should be good.
Yeah. I'm grabbing a character here I can use to represent this little person. And I'll tell you what, I'll take us to the main. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use Borg. I'm going to switch you guys to the lobby. Switch you, get situated here. Grun, you already have a token out here, so I'll just drag it over.
I love this arena. It looks just like my shield and axe.
Doesn't it now? Doesn't it? Actually, that's actually what we'll use for the arena is actually that. And let me grab. What was it I was going to use? Was it Hardak? Yeah, Hardak. This is
I mean, to be clear, it's just a circle. There's no structures or anything else in here, right?
Yeah, there's no structure thing in here. We're just using this. Actually, we're going to use the shield logo as you suggested as the arena pit. And we won't bother rolling initiative. We'll just go back and forth trading blow. Well, actually, no, we won't. We will roll to see which one reacts first. Other than that, no. Let me get. Why does he not have any buttons?
Do you need me to roll initiative?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
My token that I grabbed, apparently I've not dropped him on a map yet. Because I just randomly picked one of my multiple creatures. People.
As long as you picked a level 1 guy, we're all good.
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
Does Grunt pass lightning on his way down?
And probably. I mean, your eyes are all standing together when you came in.
case, split the money with me. I'll help.
Split the money with you. There's money involved? I thought I was going to kick his ass, but okay.
Okay, and for purposes of the fight, half your hit points will be a KO. Fair enough?
Okay. Yeah. Well, unless he has like 120 hit points, then I don't like that.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
I'll have to adjust his, but that's 25 for you. I said, we'll just do 25 each. That'll work. Adjust his temporarily.
Now, does that mean we both have the same AC too then?
No, it does not.
Okay.
You have your actual AC, whatever that is.
Okay.
And get his sheet up here because he does not have unarmed strike on him because I didn't grab a monk, but that's okay.
You may adjust mine to 25 just to keep it simple.
I can do that for us.
Okay.
Is Grun within
What you
30
don't
feet of
know-
me when he's down in the pit?
No, he's not within reach because of the way the bar is set up.
I thought she was going to cast something on me as I was walking by, though.
Yeah, as you walk by, she could pull something like that off, but
Okay.
and for purposes of attack, just use one of your weapons. Unless do you have an unarmed strike set up on yours?
I do not.
Okay, just use one of your weapon attacks.
Unless I can use my horns.
Nah, let's see what you got here. You've got get out of my way so I can see what Grun's got. Just use one of your hand axes.
Hand axes? Oh, that's so unlike Grun.
Well, because it doesn't matter. I'm just using that to hit, and then it's 1 point of damage for each hit because.
Holy shit, I got hit him 25 times?
Yeah.
If he's a monk, that's not fair.
He doesn't have any. No, he's
Flurry of blows?
No, he's not a monk, so you're fine there. He's
Okay.
Same deal. You're okay. You're okay, Grun. Just gotta make sure he has.
Damn, Jason, stack the odds against me.
Okay, so
Is Grun within 60 feet of me?
yes.
What does that do?
Gives you +2 to your AC.
+2.
Holy shit. Yeah. Let me just remember that in my head what it is. Let me
Yeah.
update my sheet.
Just remember it in your head for now.
Okay.
Okay, so you two come in, and then they go through their formalities, and not much formalities. He goes through the rules. Okay, fight. And I'll let Grun go make the first move here.
Again, you just want me to attack with my hand axe, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm assuming we're within melee. I'm not like
Yeah.
throwing hand axes at him. That'd be like totally unlike Grun.
Yeah.
All right. So. Oh shit! I gotta click on him.
That's why I put a token out there for you. Oh, nice.
Yay! See, that's what I get for using the hand axe. See?
Now, keep in mind, you can use your hammering horns and that sort of thing, but as long as you're punching, that's what you're using.
Okay, well, let's look at my bonus action. Obviously, I raged, so I'm not going to be able to do that this first one. But I get my Storm Aura when I first rage.
Yep.
So I'll put that out there.
Okay. Excellent.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Everybody watches lightning kind of sparks a little bit off his horns. Not a whole lot.
Got-
Wait, can I do a soundboard thing?
That's so great.
That's it. All I wanted to do.
Is that the sound Grun makes as he runs out there?
So Golan kind of takes a look at this, this sparkling one, goes, okay. And he brings his fist up and he swings at Grun. He use his. Oh, he slams into you. Of course, he doesn't do 4 damage. He only does 1 damage.
Short bow. We're within melee. That should be a disadvantage.
Just use it first to hit. Because the other thing that character monster has is a +1 sword, so it wouldn't be fair. So he smacks into you and hits you, spins around and does it again. Hits you again, Grun.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have 2 attacks now.
Yep.
I could have got a second attack in.
Sure could have.
Does that hit Run's new AC?
Oh,
modifier?
actually, that neither one of those hits that, do they?
Yeah. So give me my points back.
But to do those points back. You're right. Thank you for reminding me.
Don't forget about your +2.
So you see, I mean, he hit both times. His hits pummeled Grun, and he's like not seeming to affect this Minotaur. And he takes a step to the left, out of the way, and Grun does what?
Well, first he wonders what was in that beer he had earlier, but he likes it. And I guess he's going to continue doing the same thing he has been doing. Just
Okay.
whack him twice, like I use my little pitty little hand axe, right?
Okay, yep. Or anything you have that's non-magical for an attack.
All right, so I'll get 2 of those,
Oh, nice.
and then I'll get my hammering horns as a bonus action. Well, speaking of, since I'm raging, and he does 1 point damage. I mean, I get half a point damage.
Yeah, I mean, because you be half, so yeah.
Okay, I'll let you keep track of that. I'm hoping do I notice that all 3 of those hit?
Oh yeah, you notice because I mean you
Okay.
punch and then rear back and hammer him with your headbutt him, and he goes flying across the pit, skids onto his not down, but catches his balance and he shakes his head and he does not look happy. He looks bleary eyed and shaken,
That's what I expected.
but he doesn't let up. He comes right back at you. 2 attacks. Oh, second one
Yep, second one does.
hits you.
Oh, look at little goblin. He got a hit in. You must feel like a big goblin now.
Of course, that's half damage. It'll still be 1. So
Well, half damage would be half a point. What are you talking about? It's not 1.
that's what I'm saying. The next one I'll have to subtract. He won't get any damage on you because he's already done it.
That's right.
He goes, hey Bob, this guy's tough.
That's what the little goblin says?
Yeah, that's what the Golan
Ah,
says.
I'm not that tough. Don't worry about it. Just stand there.
I ain't standing here, and he starts weaving and weaving and bobbing like he wants to try to get out of the way.
I get to go again?
Yep, it's your turn.
1. Oh, I gotta keep clicking on him. Dang it.
Your first one, he ducks, he weaves out of the way. The second one, you hit him hard.
All right, assuming the horns missed the will then.
Yep. Whenever you rushed in with the horns, he sidesteps around behind you and throws 2 quick, rapid jabs at your side, trying to aim for your kidneys, or where he thinks your kidneys are at.
That tickled. That tickled. Stop. We can't tickle.
Grun?
I'll tickle you back. Go with 1 of these. Why is it making me click twice?
Oh. Both of those hit.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I hit Goring Rush.
That's okay. That's
Because
okay.
technically
Still-
I can click on anything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just a hit. Just try hitting the second one. Oh, now that one actually, no, that didn't hit him. Okay. Well, again, he must have figured out the tell for your horn rush, because again he sidesteps and he again tries to hammer you in the side.
So can I actually use that hammering horns thing to try to? No, it's only pushing back. Doesn't knock him down. Never mind.
Didn't knock him down. Yeah. But again, he hit. His blows are making contact, but they're not doing anything to you, Brian.
You need to stop tickling. That's not fair. Come on, Bogoblin. You can do better than that. Watch me do it.
My name is Golan.
Your name is not Golan.
Oh!
Listen,
Yes.
as this is going on,
Hmm.
I want to make Grun's eyes like cherry red real quick.
Okay.
With Spell Sniper.
Okay.
Is 60 feet
Oh, yeah, easily.
to give him that extra intimidation.
Okay. Of course, Grunt has no clue, but Golan's like going, Bob, why does his eyes glow too?
After that second hit, I'm not even gonna really worry about my horn. I'm just gonna stand up and hold my bloody fist up in the air for the crowd.
Okay.
I got hit him 25 times. How's he doing?
No, he's not doing great. Oh, that first one hits you though.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not if you're modified because you're 21. And again, he comes in for the attack and nothing happening. Nothing going on here.
I'll just stand there with my arms up as he punches me.
Oh, so just gonna give him okay.
This is not even a fair fight. Come on, give me somebody worthy. I'll try to elbow him in the face.
That one doesn't hit you either. And he actually does this. Oh god, this guy sucks compared to Grun. Oh, okay, when you Grun hammers him, but he sidesteps you just out of the way. Because Bob, this guy's not going down. I keep hitting him, he's not going down.
Is it his turn or mine?
Actually, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to make this interesting. I'm gonna go reckless,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get these at advantage. I think it's a button you got for me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be an advantage button there somewhere.
And let's do this again. Damn it! Can't get a critical.
You're still wailing on him though.
This is my last one. I slam into him. I said, "You yield. This is not even a contest."
He stumbles back to the ground. I mean, he's literally battered against the ground, and he looks and he goes, "Yield."
Yeah, that means you give up. Sorry.
No,
I
what
got
it
some.
means. Yeah, I yield.
I'll put my one hoof on his chest, push him down the ground, and I'll stand with one arm up raised in the crowd.
And we
Look
have
back
a winner, Grun by a horn.
Are my eyes still glowing red?
Yes.
Oh, that is so awesome. I wish I knew that.
Burgess is confused. No one died. No one passed out. How is this a arena fight?
Are you saying that to like Grun when he gets out, or are you saying that just to whoever's standing next to you?
She's probably just buttering it.
Oh, okay. Right.
The barfly next to Bertram goes, because Golan ain't much of a fighter compared to that Minotaur. He pretty tough.
I will reach down with one hand and kind of help the guy up.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a total ass.
I won.
Just because he sucks.
You gotta check something.
Golf claps. Thank you, Q.
And the role was actually for me to see if there was anybody in the audience that recognized Grun.
Oh. That means 8 people. 8 people recognize me, right?
No one in the audience was recognized him as being one of the champions from the Merchant.
So they know who I am now.
The Barker looks like this. Come back tomorrow night, and you start the rounds.
I think we're out of town tomorrow. This wasn't much of a challenge.
Fair enough. He reaches behind him, pulls out a sack, and tosses it down to you.
Can I tell by the side of the sack if this is like a lot of money or just a little bit?
It's a good chunk of money.
All right, so I'll open up, look inside, and see if it's like gold versus bronze or whatever.
It's platinum.
It's platinum?
10 pieces.
Holy crap!
10 pieces
Remember, half of that's mine.
Grun just looks at it, his eyes wide, red still, I'm assuming. I don't know how long this lasts. Then I'll close the bag up and I toss the whole bag over to Lightning.
Thank you.
It's all yours. I do this for the sport.
All of it?
Sure.
Yes. Pay for so many spells.
Do I get XP for that, Jason? Giving my money away?
Yeah, actually record that on your in
My
what you're
character
spending.
sheet?
Yeah, on what you're spending as you spend your gold to get enough renown for your level.
All right, so like it was how much? There was 10 platinum in there?
It's 10 platinum, so 100 gold.
Okay.
So basically add 100 XP to your stack there.
So we can like game the system, guys. We just keep giving money to each other. And we'll all level up.
Well, that won't always work. It might work for Grunt if he keeps giving his winnings away, because that's building him renown, because it matches his character story. But so the bar actually starts, now that the last, because that was yours was actually the last fight of the night.
Yep.
The last fight of the night, the bar starts to empty out. I mean, there's a still good few rounds of people buying drinks and things like that, but that was the last fight of the evening. And as it starts emptying out, and one of the barkeeps comes by, and he actually deposits a huge tankard in front of you, Grun.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's some winnings right there.
He goes, "You're pretty handy there with those fists of yours.
Well,
You wouldn't want to consider going in full time here, would you?"
Fighting these little schmucks? No. It's not even a challenge.
Not every fight's like tonight, but
Well, like I said,
if
we're heading out in the
ever
morning.
want to consider it, give me a shout.
And who
We'll
are
find
you
a
to
place
shout
for-
at? To give me his name?
Yeah, he gives you his name. He says, "My name is Gallant. I own the fjord here.
Okay.
Always looking for a good fighter to be the house."
The fort is the pit fighting place, right?
Yeah, it's
and
the pit
bar,
fighting.
whatever.
Yep, that's the bar here.
Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of the beer if I haven't already.
Yeah.
Is this good beer? Or is it like shit beer?
No, it's decent beer. I mean, it's not great beer. It's not as good as the stuff you all serve in the Laughing Dragon, but it's good.
Okay. Well, I'll give him my full name and tell him if I'm through here again, I may stop by, but we've got business to attend to in the morning.
Well, good to meet you, Grun. Anytime
You
you
too,
want to
Gallant.
stop by, you're welcome to fight. Though I think Golan got more than he planned for tonight. He's just a local farmer.
Why is he in the pit fighting then?
Oh, is he in the pit fighting? Because he won the first 4 bouts of the night.
Oh my gosh, is your competition that weak?
It was tonight, till you showed up.
Well, my apologies for making him look like a fool.
He's not the tavern fighter. Tonight's just open night. So we have regularly scheduled bouts every other night. This has to be an off night.
All right. Well, maybe next time I come through, there'll be some more competition.
Hey, hopefully so. And I'll be a bit more than happy to let you in on a regular night, a regular fight night, not just an open night like tonight.
So, was Bertra interested in doing this as well, or not? Or did we lose Bertra?
Oh, sorry, I had to reboot my internet for a while, but yeah, she was.
So, was there any more chances for another fight for Bertra?
Not tonight, because it's the last fight of the evening.
Okay, well, I'll spar with her if she wants to.
Okay.
She
Again,
doesn't,
we don't. Go ahead.
she doesn't feel good about trying to hurt someone who's already had a bout. It's not exactly that honorable.
Like Grun got hurt.
Grun's like, oh yeah, I think my lip over here has got a little bruise on it. Maybe. Oh nope, that was from me. All right. Well, maybe some other time then, Bertra.
So you found your way back to the taverns, or back to the tavern you're staying at, and back into your various rooms. And I'll let you all deduct your cost for your room, whichever style you picked for the evening. The night passes uneventfully. For those in the common room, it gets a bit noisy for a little bit, but then it calms down pretty quickly. The guard with the bludgeon actually doesn't tolerate too much yapping and carrying on in the room. As long as you're quiet, he's fine. They get too noisy or rowdy, he comes over and threatens them with the cudgel, and usually that's enough for him to shut up and go to sleep. You awake in the morning to find what kind of day do we have? A normal, crisp morning for this region. A little bit crisper than what you guys are used to, because you've been on the coast, and you're off the coast now. So pull the region map back up. There we go. So is your plans to head out this morning? Are you refreshing rations or anything?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And also see if we could find any more healing potions. I can't remember if we ever read that before we left Gumtar Stronghold or not.
You did look around. You didn't find anything. Didn't find much there.
At Gumtar or in Wavenholt?
We haven't looked in Wavenholt.
Okay.
So you spend part of the morning inquiring about shops for healing potions and things like that. And you're directed to a couple of different shops, and you find the same situation you found in Gumtar Stronghold. They claim that the herbs that they need to make those are exceedingly rare here, so the price is exorbitant. You're able to find one normal healing potion, and they want 25 gold orbs for it.
But that's Grun finding, or is that someone else?
The party is the group. I assume you just kind of spent a little bit of time scurrying around town looking for odds and ends. You're also able to refresh and get, for those of you that want, pick up fresh foods and vegetables and things like that to travel with for a few days.
All right. So Grun will offer to buy the potion if no one else does.
You can't afford it, so all you.
So does anyone else need it? Well, I've already got one. Does anyone else need another healing potion? Or put it this way, does anyone not have a healing potion? Like everybody in the party should have at least one.
Oh, wait. Birch just remembers that she picked up a potion from Oliver's Holt and never told anyone.
So as you're going out, Grant's like, well, I got a potion, who needs one? And Birch was like, oh, I have these.
I think Dash knew that. I think he deducted that from your cost.
Oh, okay. No, so seriously, you guys want me to just hold on to it, or you guys, anyone need one?
You can hold on to it.
All right. How do I increase the quantity on this sheet, Jason?
Hold on. Let me get a sheet up so I can tell you.
I can see where it's in the equipment thing, but I don't see where I can add a quantity to it. Is that under uses, maybe?
Possible. I'm trying to get there. I'm just having trouble.
I'm there. I mean, I can put a number into uses. I can put 2 in there. Just making sure that's how it's used.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
That'll work. Make sure I was telling you the right thing, Fry.
Oh, I put 2 under ring of protection. That's fair, right?
No, you don't
I
get
can have 2 of those, right?
No, you don't get 2 of those.
Okay. updated.
Okay. So as you begin, as you part the city, and easily by midday, you're out. Go ahead.
I just wanted to do one last thing before you left.
Sure.
I wanted to send a letter to Mac.
Okay.
Asking him what it would cost for a 2-part job where I would like someone to find out where the undead are coming from, what's creating them, and where it might be.
Oh, so you want to hire the retrieval service to look that stuff up for you?
Yes, I want
Okay.
the truth.
Okay.
And
So-
I ask him to send the reply to Morford
Okay.
post office.
So you go into the local post there, and as you arrive in the post office and you go through, of course, you write your message out and you come in, you go through it, and it's very similar to the postal service that Grun has used. You come in the door there, and there's a series of clerks sitting behind counters, and you go to one of the clerks and tell them what you're wanting, and they start writing all the vitals down and all that. The sending a message bottle from here to Gumtar is only a copper piece. It's not significant. You're not sending. You're sending a note. You're not sending anything special. It's only a copper piece, and they'll put a copper piece to put it in the bulk mail going to Gumtar Stronghold. If you want a specific bottle, like Grun, he sends bottles specifically to his family. That costs a little bit more. It's a silver to someone specifically to an individual.
I'll use the silver.
Okay, very well. They go through the process of sealing your note in the bottle, dipping it in the wax, affixing the transportation ring to it, and they put it in the rack, and a few incantations are said, and then there's a popping sound, and the bottle vanishes. Now, somewhere else in the world, that bottle reappears. Of course, in this case, Gumtar Stronghold, and their postal service there, and they're transferred out to Mac. Now, it will be a time for him to get back to you, and he'll respond to you by Morford as you requested. So, or well, hopefully. Anything else in Wivenholt?
I'll also send the same one to Dash as well. Same
Oh,
thing.
well, okay, you can do that. No problem. And the same process happens there. Again, the silver piece for that, so no big deal. And anything else?
I need licorice roots, wire, and a handful of plants, if available in this spot. Because I
Wire's not a
realized that
problem. You can find wire easy enough in the marketplace. Plants,
Copper?
Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem.
Cool.
What was the first thing? Liquor fruit?
Licorice.
Oh, licorice. Again, that's not a problem either. None of those things are hard to find here. Just deduct the price from it. I thought you said liquor fruit. I was like, what?
Yeah, Grun's ears would have perked up on that. Liquor fruit? They make that?
Also,
Q will say they make a plant like that, and he'll completely lie to Grun. But yeah, there's actually a plant in a little bit of the southern side of the continent that they actually do have a liquor plant. You just chew on it, and it tastes a lot like ale.
No way. Do I need to do like an insight check or?
You can if you want.
I think you'll beat me.
Wait, why are you rolling with advantage?
He's still got advantage on, but
Oh.
it doesn't matter. You rolled a 13 anyway, so even the low roll would have beat him. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why must you lie to me? You know you're new to the group. If you want to earn my trust, you must be truthful. Don't lie. Especially about liquor or ale. Or horses.
I also need like a handful of diamonds and rubies if available in this town, which I presume not.
Actually, for a price, yes.
How much?
Well, how much do you need?
Well,
I mean, a handful is a little vague for me to give you a price too.
well, I'm planning on killing Bertra, so at least 300 worth of diamonds.
Okay. If you got the gold, you can definitely find that.
I have the gold.
Yeah, just deduct the
So-
gold and change it over to whatever you're purchasing. That won't be a problem.
Relax, Bertram will come back. And also, how much for the licorice wire iron bar?
Oh, all said, probably maybe 8 copper pieces.
Copper? Cool. I now have no copper.
You can always change silver or gold for copper, obviously.
And also about 60 rubies.
As long as you got whatever the value of the rubies is you need, you can trade for those. That's not a problem. Wivenholt's a city; it's not a town. So
I'm not sure if they're gonna have like just lying about in a shop somewhere.
what? Jewels and gems?
Yeah.
Actually, they probably will, because a lot of people will trade their coin for jewels and gems because they're lighter. You can have 100 gold piece diamond. That's a lot lighter than carrying 100 gold orbs around.
Fair point.
So it's not uncommon for gems and stuff to be around. You just got to find a merchant or someone that's willing to, has that much on hand that they'll trade for. And in a city the size of Wivenholt, it doesn't take you long to find the right merchant.
Because I'm not talking like money gems. I'm talking spell component gems.
Right. And again, there's plenty of component shops around that you can find those for. I mean, those are lower quality, so that's not a problem.
Cool. How much would about 30 rubies be?
What's the value of the ruby that you need? That's the catch with that.
Spell quality rubies.
Spell quality ruby, 30 of them. Let's say 350 gold.
350?
Yeah.
Lit. Now I can leave the town.
Okay. Again, most of that stuff is not a problem. And this city was largely a dwarven city too, so mining is not common here.
Sure. I can successfully kill you and bring you back later for testing.
So-
10 flat.
That's correct. How much did I give Lightning? You gave Lightning 110 platinum. Yeah. Okay. So you all finally hit the road about midday time. You pick up the odds and ends and stuff that you need. Head out of the city. Not as early as Quarian wanted to hit the road. Sorry, as Quarian wanted to hit the road. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, I got to do this and I got to do that." And it took a little bit of time to get out of the city. It's about let's see. I think I got that set about a day's. Let's see here.
If the cleric needs to do their shopping, the cleric
needs to do shopping. Exactly. Snapping, show to others. Yeah. I tried to set these about right to where it was about a day between cities here. Like down here where it was longer. Was that thunder or was someone breathing their mic?
Great.
Okay.
I accidentally brushed it.
Oh, that's okay. I don't care. I just was like, man, if that's thunder, someone better get logged off quick. Okay, so you hit the road.
It's very cloudy.
And as you start traveling northward, it's a fairly nice sunny day as you guys are ambling up on your mounts. Q, again, you've gotten used to the sight of Bertra and the Rhino by now. I'm assuming you're ranging slightly ahead of the group scouting.
Yes, sir.
The thick, I mean, you're still in the tropical region here, but the thick jungle's kind of gave way really before you got to Wivenholt. As you're headed northward, And the first day, that first day passes quickly because you spent half the day in the city. You find a camping spot and you camp under the stars or camp out for that night. I'm assuming you're using your tents now, or did you all bring the wagon with you or the cart with you?
That's a good question. I don't know.
We
don't
are
think
not
we
bringing the
did.
cart.
Okay.
We specifically said we weren't going to bring the cart because we were just going to purchase one there if need be.
If need be. Okay. So you travel for a while. You find a decent place to camp. Quarian finds it for us, or for you. And the night is, well, let's see what kind of night it is. And it's a normal night for this region. Kind of hot and clammy, but it is what it is in this region. Who has first watch?
Worm will have first watch.
And Corian will take second watch.
Okay. So my 2 watches, go ahead and give me your perception rolls for those watches.
You guys taking your watch
Do I get it?
alone? Or we pairing up? Because Corn, listen to me. Gran will volunteer to sit with somebody, so they're not watching
That's fine.
alone.
That's up to you all.
If you want to partner up with Quorum, you can. Oscar
Okay.
here will keep me company as I pet my bird.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a watch with Corn then. Do you mean
Okay.
roll 2, or does it matter?
Yeah, you go and roll.
Perception. I'll point stuff out to Corn that he missed.
Yeah. So as you're sitting there by the fire, talking quietly, and the big stuff, he's hearing, like he hears like something go by in the woods, things like that. Grunt Center goes, hear that mouse? He just stole some out of your backpack, Warren. About that time, a little mouse goes scurrying across the back top of Corn's backpack. But the night passes uneventfully.
Hold on. He left the turd in your backpack, Corm. I heard him taking a dump back there.
Not the first or last time.
God. Oh, Q, give me your perception roll for whenever you take over. No, you're
And I would get advantage because of
yes.
Oscar and his. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
There's a reason you hired me.
you know how many drops the mouse took in the back of Corm's backpack?
Just
I
from
actually
the
I do make a comment on that when I wake up. Be like, oh, there's a mouse here. Or you should really check your backpack, man. And then Oscar and I will move a little bit away from the campfire and just walk.
And the evening passes uneventful. The next day on the road also passes uneventful. And you arrive at the town of Rockbourne. Now, as you're arriving at Rockbourne, I call it a town, but the truth of the matter is Rockbourne is more like a village. It's very small. Very, very small. As you're passing the road coming into the town, off to the left, you see a dilapidated old temple. Really run down. The doors are battered. The paint is chipped. It's a very old structure that you see as you pass into the city. Sorry, Lightning?
Sounds right up my alley.
Sounds right up your alley, huh? So you pass into the town and you arrive in literally what is probably a one-horse town in the region.
And one rhino.
One rhino. There's a small tavern here, an inn. It's mostly just small agricultural type community. Nothing major here. No major imports or exports. It's just a farming community. Whenever you arrive in the town, it's getting close to dusky dark. You might want to consider spending the night here. That's up.
Have I passed through this town before on any of the trips I've taken?
You have not passed through this particular town. Usually this is a town that you dirt around, not because anything bad about it, just there's not much here.
So same question. I'm assuming, I can't remember if we decided if Grun came southern route through Wivenholt or came the same route.
You would have probably passed through Rockbourne on your way here, and you again may or may not have stayed in town. Not
okay.
By town, it's one of those towns like if you're driving on the road, you drive right through it, and you blink and you'd have missed it. Kind of town. I'm assuming though you do take the time to stop and water the horses and things like that. And while you're there tending to the animals and getting drinks and stuff for yourself at the local tavern, a older woman walks in. She's wearing the robes of office that typically you would associate with the mayor or a political official. And she makes a beeline to your group sitting out there in the tavern having an evening meal that you all kind of collectively got together. I think she walks up to you directly, but kind of hesitantly at the same time. That makes sense. And as she approaches the table, she goes, "Excuse me, are you adventurers by chance?"
What
We
gave
all
us
just look at each other.
Well, I find myself in a bit of a problem. When you came into town, did you see the building? I guess it had been to the right of the road when you come in. She kind of gets twisted because I guess from your side it'd be the left of the road, the old temple looking thing. Did you see that building when you came in?
Quorum's going to say he missed it. Or sorry.
Quorum can't say that.
You can't.
Oh, maybe he did. Okay, well, Randy's going to say he missed it, and then Quorum's going to go, "Yep."
Of course, he'll go, "I missed. Yeah, I saw it." God, I had just switched back to the chat screen. You all said that.
Zone of truth.
I missed mentioning that. Yes, I saw it.
Oh gosh, because that wasn't there 2 days ago.
Elaborate?
Decrepit temple.
Yeah, it just kind of appeared, and a few of our people went to check it out, and well, they came back without their eyes.
Without their eyes.
Yeah, they're blind. They can't see. Yeah, without eyes.
Nope. Don't want to go there. Nope.
As in eyes gouged out or just removed?
Removed would be the best way to describe it.
Magically?
That's not how they described it. They said something about insects and bugs and
Their eyes were eaten.
we're not really sure. And we don't have any soldiers. I was hoping maybe we could persuade you all to check it out for us.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Dalen.
Quorum's recalling that the last time some random folk in a small town asked him to check out something, Dash died.
This time I can bring you back, though.
Oh. All right, that makes him feel better.
Whatever you find in it of any value, you can keep, and I can probably get the town to agree to pay you something. We're not a rich town, but I mean,
If one of us loses an eye, is there additional compensation?
we could definitely look into it. I mean, I can't promise how much it'd be, but I could definitely look into it.
Grun's going to ask Lightning if she has the capability of like regrowing an eyeball.
Regrowing, but actually, let me see. Maybe.
Somebody here better be able to regrow an eyeball for taking on this job.
Yes, I can.
All right, I'm a little less reluctant now.
Now she's in the zone of truth, so she can for sure, right?
Yeah, she can't lie. She can't lie. So she fully believes she can regrow an eyeball.
Lightning, I'm looking at her, kind of pointing at her. My eyeball says, "You owe me one, maybe two. Okay."
I can bring your eyes back.
We would appreciate it. I mean, I hesitate to ask, but I said two of the strongest guys in the town, or well, no, three of the people went into it, and they came out screaming about bugs and attacking, and then they had no eyes. It's kind of scary.
We'll take care of it.
Is there anything that might be tipping us off as to what creatures she could be talking about? Have we heard of anything like this before, or anything we can kind of?
You can make a history check on that, because I can show you the people. They're in the what passes for our infirmary. Nothing that Quorums can recall that does.
Okay.
Yeah, that like. If you'd like to meet them, we have them in the town. So the town hall. We're a small town. I mean, there's like 6 buildings in this town. That's not houses.
And one of them's this ancient temple that just popped up.
Yeah, exactly.
Garn's on board. Lightning can bring back his eyeballs. He'll do whatever.
Yeah, thumbs down.
I mean, I really want to split some skulls open. I am worried about losing another member of our tribe. And Bertram just freaks out that she actually said that out loud.
Okay.
Did you lose your member? Oh yeah, I thought I was muted. Did you lose your member by they lost their eyes?
No, I'm talking about Dash. I've lost 2 tribes, and I don't want to lose 2 more. And she's just really confused why she's actually saying this.
Well, you guys hired me, so if you want to do this, I'm game.
We would really appreciate it, says Dalen. If you want to wait until in the morning, that's fine. You don't have to go right now. We'd really appreciate you looking into it. For now, I've forbidden anybody in the town to go near the building.
That's probably the best decision.
Well, it's the only thing I could do. It's just I'm a little worried about the kids.
Why don't we go talk to them tonight? And then...
Kids?
Yeah, the kids of the farmers. Kids are curious. Even though we tell them not to do something, they're going to go do it. You know how kids are. You tell them one thing, they do another.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. We need to go in then now.
Or we just burn the place down.
Oh, we're all in the zone of truth, aren't we?
No, even without the zone of truth. Honestly, it's a decrepit building that you guys said just showed up and is hurting your local people.
She points out, and Dalen goes, and it's made of stone. Can you know how to burn stone?
Do you have enough oil? We can burn everything on the snow or stone.
I can burn stone. It's holy fire. I am a priest.
Do we all know this zone of truth that's going on right now? Do we have to like roll?
No, you don't need to run unless you want to fight it.
Nah, I'm not fighting it, but I'm just going to use it at my advantage, and I'm going to ask Lightning. Lightning, do you plan on killing Bertra?
Yes.
Okay.
Bertra has agreed to it.
For the record, you don't actually have to answer any questions while you're in the zone of truth, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah.
Like out of character, you could just not answer.
I plead the fifth.
It's too late now. You already said yes. Anyways, back in character. Hugh gives her gives Lightning an odd look at that, but maybe it's just normal for this group.
Talked about it. We're going to discover her limit. It comes to magic. We're going to find Bertra's limit, and then I'm going to bring her back.
Yeah, Lightning can grow her back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she already confirmed that, and she can't lie, so she can regrow Bertra.
We can grow Bertra back.
Yeah.
Dalen's kind of confused this because, well, if you want to meet the others,
yes, we will meet the others.
Come over to the town hall
building.
I'm not sure I asked. As she's walking away, she goes, "You hear a mutter in her breath. I'm not sure I asked the right people."
You asked the only people that will help you.
So you guys walk across to the town hall, which is.
Before we go over there, can I actually just have Oscar keep an eye on the building? And if he sees anyone going in, to fly over towards where we're going and let me know?
Yeah, that's no problem. Literally, the town hall is like literally across the street, and it's just another. In this case, it is literally just a hall building. It's a large open structure with rows of benches and stuff in it. A couple of benches have pushed together to make cots and beds, and there are 3 townspeople laying on some of the makeshift beds. They have bandages over their eyes. There's a little bit of blood soak on the bandages. They don't seem to be in pain. There is an elderly woman moving amongst them, checking on them, giving them water, that sort of thing. As Dalen walks in, she goes, "Elizabeth, these people are willing to look into the structure that appeared. They would like to ask these folks a few questions and meet with them if they're up to it." Kind of turns, she goes, "Elizabeth is our town's healer. But she's been taking care of them since they arrived." Elizabeth looks at you very sternly. Old matronly woman, kind of crooked in the back. Looks at the lobby, goes, "Make it quick. They're not doing well. They're not in danger of..." Then she kind of looks around while she's talking loud, gets closer to you, and she goes, Lord says, "They're not doing well mentally over losing their eyes. Physically, they're fine. What do you want to know?"
Grant's going to ask you, "Can you not regrow eyes?"
"That's beyond my capability."
Okay.
I'm a little. I handle herbs. I patch broken bones. I stitch up really bad cuts every now and then. That's all I ever have to deal with. Not someone getting their eyeball sucked out.
Whoa. Sucked out?
Well, I don't know how else to describe.
I don't know, eaten, gouged, plucked.
No bite marks. Where they described it, their eyes just pulled away from their heads.
Out of character, you know what I'm thinking, right, Jason?
Oh yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
I figure other people in the party are thinking the same thing.
Nope. I can't think of anything.
Can I see the wounds?
Certainly. She says, "Oh, you're a cleric.
Yes.
Can you do something about their eyes?"
Depends on how long it's been and what type of injury.
Well, it only happened yesterday.
Well, that's good.
So she takes you over and she quietly speaks to one of the men that's laying on this there's one man, two women. She takes to the man first. She calls him by name and kind of, I've been giving him leaf to make him sleep and relax a little bit. And because this is a cleric, she's going to look, and she explains, it's your cleric, and look at your wounds and see what she can do. And I'm going to unwrap. And she goes and she unwraps. Now, whenever she finally gets the man's face unwrapped, head unwrapped, she had a long piece of boiled gauze that she had the head wound with. Both eye sockets are empty. There doesn't seem to be any. Well, actually, give me a investigation check there, Lightning. Actually, no. Give me a medicine check. Sorry.
That's much better.
Yeah. Sorry.
There
you go. Yeah. So you look at his wounds. A couple things you notice. There are no bite marks or scratch marks. It appears that the eye was carefully removed. Of course, obviously, the socket is irritated, but there's no damage to any of the tissues around. The eye's been out in both sockets. As you make your way around to the two ladies that was with him, went to investigate, you see the same thing. There's no bite marks. There's no scratches, at least to the eye. Now I'll get back to the other wounds in a second. The eyes just seem to have been sucked out of their. They do, however, have a number of bite marks and wounds, and at least two of them have a very nasty puncture wound on the upper shoulder, on the back of the shoulder. Looks like something the size of a small dagger was plunged into their shoulder blade. And that whole area is irritated and feels kind of feverish to the touch. It almost looks like a insect sting of some kind.
So have the people explained how they lost their eyes?
And they talk while she's going through and all that. And so we went into the building and we started going through, hollering for people, looking for, seeing what was there. So there was a nice table with a wonderful meal laid out. We didn't touch it. So we went on looking. So it's clean. So there were some fountains. So they got to this one room and these big bugs attacked it. So and it hit, and they point to each. They call names of the other people in a little group went in. So that one got stung and said he couldn't see anymore. And we went a little bit further in that we got past those big bugs. And we had to go further in the building, and we came around a corner and there was this blob of eyes. It was floating in, and our eyes just pulled out of our heads.
Oh no.
We managed to get away. No, but we only managed to get outside. That's when the others found us.
I'm a little squeamish right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Any of that remotely sound like any kind of real beast in the woods? Doesn't really sound like it, but
give me a nature check. Ooh. You've not heard of any kind of beast that does that, but you have heard rumors of swarms of stuff that can do similar things.
I'll mention that to the group. Just be like, doesn't really sound like one individual bug to me. It sounds more like a swarm or a flock of them.
Corian, do you look at the insect stings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, no, he's gonna say no. Nah, I don't look at those.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of leading it. You need to lead that.
Well, I was gonna ask if I could, but I didn't know if you'd let me with the medicine check already being done. So
no, you're fine. So you lean over and you look at, because you're all went around as a group, meeting these people and looking at the wounds as best you could, just trying to get an idea of what you're up against here. And one of the things that strikes you, before you all moved to this part of the continent, like I said, your family has moved with the Lord for a number of years. One of the creatures that was brought in for a hunt was a scorpion. And the wound looks kind of like what that do on a much larger scale. Okay, Lightning, what are you doing there?
Lesser restoration on the person that I'm currently examining on in an attempt to just kind of poking at the actual socket.
Okay. When you release the this healing spell there into them, there's the typical agony ecstasy wash of across their face. The irritation in the socket appears to vanish, and the lady that you're currently with goes, "Oh, my headache's gone," and a number of the wounds and scrapes on her stop looking irritated. Look like normal wounds and cuts, not like they're poisoned or that, as it is. But it doesn't help. It doesn't bring back the eye, but it does allow you can see the irritation, the healing process starting in the eye.
That's good. Oh dear. Which means, guess who gets to do this spell?
one other question, Jason. You said that the puncture wounds were like a bigger scorpion. I imagine the scorpion I brought in had to be sizable if they were going to hunt for it. So I imagine that scorpion was at least the size of like a small dog. This one just seems much bigger than that.
It just seems much bigger than that. But yeah, you're right. The ones that they brought in were the size of a small dog to a medium dog size. You saw the wounds from that. This appears to be much, much larger. Based on that information, you would say this, if it is a scorpion, it would have to be a scorpion the size of Grun, maybe the size of Bertra.
Okay, I'll mention that to the group a little bit away from the injured parties, so not to be a little bit less traumatic for them, but I'll tell the group.
Okay. So, as you cast Remove Curse, the individual is do you do a different individual or the same one?
The same.
Okay.
This is currently my test subject.
Okay. Yeah. It's again, you can see the relief as some of the wounds and stuff seem to heal, but it doesn't seem to have any major effect on it. And when you use the detect poison and disease, you find there's no poison or disease on the individual. Currently looking at, however, 30 feet of you, when you look at the other two in the room, you can see that the puncture wound on the other victim that has the puncture wound is radiated a poison. Poison trail goes up the neck and goes to the eye sockets.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Lightning is going to scurry their ass over there.
Mm-hmm.
And cast 2 rounds of Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and throw the cast out there. That's And because, ooh, again, the agony, ecstasy of healing, in both people that you're working on. Comment that the headache is past, it's gone. Their fever drops. It doesn't heal the eyes or replace the eyes, but because you can still see that, because you still have that detect poison going on, you can see that those poison lines are.
Actually, well, like after I do that to that one,
Mm-hmm.
can I put on the glasses of hindsight?
Sure.
Does that
would you
reveal
like?
anything new?
What would you like to recall?
Does it allow me to recall what they saw?
No, only something that you saw. But it does give you perfect clarity into what you've already.
Entrance of the temple.
Yeah. You remember when you crossed by the temple. You remember the smell of. You remember the odor. And the odor was musty and dry, but it seemed out of place for this
Wait, for this what? Sorry.
for this region. It seemed like something more akin to desert as opposed to what you see here. The other thing you remember is temple.
Oh no.
The markings on the go ahead.
I'm just saying, oh no.
Oh, okay. The marking, the script on the temple, though it's indicated, it was kind of faded, but as you look back on it now and you think with these glasses on, you can see very clearly the name Sanvi.
Sanvi?
Sanvi.
Okay. Thank you. Then I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on this boy because he needs this poison out of his system immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. So the poison seems to be receding. It doesn't seem to be healing the eyes, but again, it's healing the sockets and all that, so infection, that sort of thing.
Honestly, stabilization is what we need to focus. What I need to focus on now.
Right.
Quorum Q. Does the name Sanvi sound familiar to either of you? Does it sound familiar to me?
Anybody wants to think back on it? Give me a history.
Sound familiar to any of you guys? Grun, Berta, please. We know nothing.
We are an intelligent bunch.
Yeah, that's you are.
Angry lady.
The only one of the group that seems to recall anything of relevance to Sanvi is you vaguely remember, and it'd be appropriate for a cleric. Actually, you remember you remember somebody in one of your clergy classes, theology classes, mentioning a god or goddess by that name? Give me a religion check. See how much you remember.
This is lightning only, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Okay.
Yeah. Only thing you can remember, Sanvi she's one of the god or goddesses that fell in favor, and worship of her stopped a long time ago. A long time ago.
Oh boy.
Now, when you say Sanvi, see, there are 3 other people in the room I need to kind of roll for here. So 4. Yep, they're all clueless. Yeah, she appears. No, Bertha, she doesn't appear.
Is she like Bloody Mary or the Candyman when you say your name a certain number of times in an open room?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh my gosh.
No, but like I said, you seem to remember something about a god or goddess by the name of Sanvi, but other than that, you don't remember much more about it. Maybe you should have paid closer attention to those theology classes.
Let's all go to the library. Let's all go to the library. Let's all go to the library and do some research.
Closest library would be in Wivenholt. A day away.
Never mind.
This, like I said, this is a little town.
Well,
Elizabeth
Grun feels
Kelly-
obligated to rid this evil of this area because of the dangers to the kids and stuff, and he'll make that known to everybody.
Elizabeth thanks you for the help you guys. I can see now that they're feeling much better, and the healing process seems to be started. I appreciate your help, cleric. And you are a cleric of
Athena.
We will make sure that the proper offerings are given to Athena.
Thank you.
We appreciate what you've done. And Dalen, who's kind of been hovering in the background and watching, you've already done more than I could have hoped. Do you wish to go to the building tonight, or do you want to rest the evening and go in the morning hours?
Well, Grun, for one, is going to kind of walk up to Lightning, says, "So if we go tonight, you're not going to be able to regrow my eyes, are you? You're like tapped out, aren't you?"
No magic today.
Yeah.
I need sleep.
So, okay.
Speaking
I like
of,
to keep
I'm
my
gonna use
eyeballs.
the last spells. I'm gonna use the last of my spells on the last guy.
Okay.
Attack at dawn.
Well,
We can we
Corm's waiting for an answer on whether we're going or not, because
Well,
he'll join in some healing if we're not going.
Well, Grun will at least suggest that we kind of like either camp out or do something in front of the temple to keep the kids from going in there. As weird as that may sound, camping out in front of something that we can lose our eyeballs at, but you don't want anybody else going in there. So what have we got to do to
Look
prevent that from
cautiously at
happening?
Lightning.
If everyone wants to just get some rest tonight, we can swap off and just have a couple people keep a watch on the building. Should be enough to alert us if we see anyone going in.
and Dalen says I can get a few to help you with that watch as well.
All right, then.
All right. So Dalen does a couple of things. One, she helps you guys organize a watch, farmers and stuff in the area. The other thing Dalen says is because we don't have an inn in town, or not that big of a town. However, and she mentions one of the people that you guys had been healing. Says they said that you're welcome to use their home for the evening to rest, and says I will escort you there. And the house is not too. It's on the edge of town, not too far out of town.
How many people lost their eyes?
3.
Bertrand likes to give each one of them 2 gold. I mean, they lost their eyes. I'd at least like to buy them a drink or something.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Now we all know how much an eyeball costs.
Grun
but
tries
you're-
Grun tries not to make eye contact.
Uh,
Bad humor, bad dad joke. Sorry.
So it takes you out to a small house, but not a tiny house, just outside the thing. It's not much, but at least it's a place you can stay the night. And so as you've already organized watches that are taken care of throughout the evening.
So
Go ahead.
I got a quick question. So Grun's gonna when Dallin mentions about having someone watch the temple, whatever.
Mhm.
Does he get to see them? Does he have any faith that these guys are gonna like?
Oh
Not
yeah,
just-
no.
Okay.
You guys are introduced to the farm. It's going to help you guys keep watch on the temple.
Okay.
So you're not alone as you're keeping that watch.
Oh, I
And
thought we
there-
were going to someone's house. That's why I was confused.
Well, you're given a house to watch, and then, like as Quorum has suggested, instead of you all having to doing a watch at the house that night, a pair of you are going out to the temple and helping watch for 3 or 4 hours, and then swapping off.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
That way, you all can get rest, and the night passes uneventfully. Nobody comes or goes from the temple. There is one occurrence where one of the farmers, you hear him running off a group of kids. Literally by shouting their names and telling them they're going to tell parents in the morning they better get their butts back home.
Okay.
And the kids weren't anywhere near the temple, just going that general direction.
Okay. Good.
So the morning arrives, and you find yourself at the temple. Map up. Just a second. It's dark because you don't have any tokens on the map yet, guys. Just give me a second.
My eyes are gone.
Yep, there you go. Session over. Everybody's blind.
told you should close your eyes.
Bertra.
Well, it sounds like closing our eyes wouldn't help this if it's a piercing wound that enters your neck and sucks your eyeballs out through your neck hole.
Through your neck hole.
Grunt shivers a little bit at that. Oh, what'd you put that thought in my head for?
Orin. Lightning. And as soon as I find your stupid critter.
Is there any like neck armor?
There you go. Let me center the map. There you guys go. So there's a door literally right in front of where Quorum is standing. And the temple itself is an old stone structure. It is in bad repair. It looks like it's really, really old. Some places the stonework is falling aside.
But they said it magically appeared here, right?
Correct.
Like overnight.
Yes, it just magically appeared.
And it magically appears old.
Yeah.
Okay. It's new but old. I like that.
But they were blind.
You said there is a door, a double door entry.
Is it like barred in any way, or is it just like
No.
open?
It's not open. It's closed, but there's just doorknobs on it.
And this is the same door that we were told that the people went in and out of?
It's the only entrance or exit from the temple.
All right. So do we need to like kind of make a plan for what we do in here, guys? I mean, how are we going to keep from losing our eyeballs or anything? Any suggestions?
I go in first. We all kill it first.
How are you going to keep from losing your eyeballs, though?
I'm going to try not to get bit in the neck.
Q, you're gutting joining this party.
Well, I guess I'm taller than you guys, so it'd be harder for it to reach my neck.
Jason, would I have any knowledge of fighting swarms on what type of weapon might be more effective? Or would my character not know that?
You might have some base knowledge of what it would be like to fight a swarm. You would know that it's relatively hard to hit something that's got many multiples in it. That something wide and flat, like a flash water, works best.
Perfect. That's what I was about to ask you, if I know that bludgeoning is slightly more effective.
Yeah.
I'll just mention that to the group. So, like I said, from what I'm able to tell, to me it either sounds like some swarms of things or like a giant scorpion. So if it's like a swarm of things, if you have anything that's more round and flat, it'll do better than trying to stab it or cut it away. Which means arrows are going to be super not effective.
Grun's gonna say, "Does this axe still work?"
It might not be as effective if you have like a hammer or something.
What if I turn it sideways? Jason.
It's worth a try.
Now it's like a hammer. Now it's an axe. Now it's a hammer.
Oh,
Honestly,
I can see
it comes
Grunt's
down
next
to-
special order weapon.
Honestly, Grunt, if things come at me, I'm probably gonna drop my bow and pull out a torch and start swinging that.
A
Seeing if I can
torch.
Yeah.
Why a torch?
Fire and hard. It's better than trying to shoot at a swarm of bugs with an arrow. Generally, that'll just cut right through them. So
I typically don't shoot at stuff anyway.
yeah, and
But,
all,
okay.
all I really carry is knives and arrows. So all else I got is a torch. So I'll swing it.
All right. So I'm going to remind everybody that make sure Lightning stays alive. She's the only one that can regrow our eyeballs.
Please ignore the green flash going by Quorum's head. That was accidental.
Whoa! All right.
And Quorum's blind.
Anybody else have anything they want to say or ask or prepare for eyeball sucking?
Getting hit.
All right. So who wants to go in first? Bertra, did you volunteer?
Sure.
All right. So the big girl goes in first.
I
Okay.
might try a new spell out while we're in there. And if you see any kind of flaming weapons, just stay out of my way. Give me a little bit of a 5-foot berth.
If you have flaming weapons,
Yeah, just saying. If
You
suddenly
can do
see me
that?
wielding flaming weapons, just don't get within 5 feet.
cool.
Okay, so Bertra, describe to me what you're doing there. The door is closed, so
Well, I'll check the handle. and
unlocked.
see if it's open.
It's unlocked.
I'll try and stealthily as I can open it without making it creak.
Okay. You get about halfway open and it goes, "Creak," but it opens.
Oh, that's not intimidating at all.
Now, despite the outward shabbiness of the temple itself, the room that you see inside is immaculate. There's a table covered with trays of food. Bottles of wine stand directly across from the entrance. Along the north and the south walls stands 2 statues carved in ancient style of women with a drink globe in their hands. They seem to hold the entire room in her gaze. 2 small doors lead to the south, and a large door leads east. By the way, I forgot to rotate the maps. The right-hand side of the map is north.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. I'll call it north and south. I realized after I generated the maps, I didn't.
All right. No time like the present.
Yeah, what you see ahead of you there, sneaking in there. Okay, go ahead and move in, guys.
So is there light in there, or is
Yep.
it just our vision that we're using?
It's lit.
What's the source of the light? I missed that.
There are torches around the room. There's some. Yes, There are torches all around the room that show that light up the room. They are freshly hung.
This is freaking me out. Both me and Grun. Grun's going to keep his eyes kind of down on the ground a little bit. Anything comparing.
It looks like the women have like a plate. Should we like give them some food? Or is that like a ball? Jason, you said it's like a ball, or is it like?
No, they're like drinking cups.
Oh, okay.
It's a big ass drinking cup.
Well, it's a big statue.
Bertram would like to pick up a knife and just place it out, try and take it outside the door.
Okay. You pick up the knife, the place setting, and it's not there.
So it vanishes as soon as I leave or as soon as I pick it up?
As soon as you pick it up.
Huh.
Can we? I mean, did I see that too?
Possibly.
I'm just wondering if we have like disappearing silverware, would we kind of check to see if there's illusion of some kind?
Okay. What are you doing?
Is that a perception check? How do you break? If
Okay.
there is-
Okay, so you want, okay. You can make a perception check and see what happens.
So, Jason, what's the structure on the left side? I'm sorry if you said that.
No, you're fine.
Are those like
Those are
doors? Okay.
There's doors. There's one door there where you're pinging, and I believe one behind.
Okay.
I gotta move
One
my
down here.
note. I gotta move my note screen out of the way. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. And there's a door. Yeah, there's two doors to the left, one door to the bottom of the screen there, two statues, and then of course, table laden with food.
All right. Grunt is not looking, but is this like a freaking snake or something coming off her head?
No, it's just it's her braid.
Okay. All right. Paranoid Grunt here. Oh shit.
Guys, I think we should try this. The door closest to me.
There's a door open over here. Should we try open doors first?
Corum's just kind of looking at the architecture of the building. This would
It's
be
dated.
right along the outer wall. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why. I guess the other one would too, but I mean, can we tell that the temple is deeper in certain parts? Like it obviously goes further to our south or the
Yeah,
east.
yeah. You can use our normal directions. But yeah, you know from the lay of the land that the way the temple was shaped, that going down the screen or south would lead further into the temple.
Okay. Yeah, that's why Corum's thinking that maybe we check out this other two rooms here. Maybe they'll give us some kind of clue before we go deeper into the temple.
I love how lightning has stayed outside. It's
Oh,
not even entered, it's just not even entered the
I think
room.
she said dinner is ready and
Oh,
be back.
okay. I will move her to the entryway then, just so she's not out there by herself. I did not see that in chat.
It was a while ago.
I check the statue to see if there's any hidden levers or something on it.
Give me an investigation check. You don't see any lever like that. I mean, you can tell that the globes in their hand, the dark drinking globes, they are filled with a deep red liquid.
Does it make us want to like slit our wrist and add some to it?
No, it doesn't want to make you do that.
Grunt is freaking out right now. He does not like this at all.
All right, Corum's going to make his way over to the door. Corian, this is going to be hard. All right, Q. Do you happen to have any skills with traps?
No. Stay as far away. I stay as far away from the doors as possible.
All right, Grunt will reluctantly say that he's pretty good at jumping out of the way if something happens, but not exactly skill with traps.
Well, Bertrand, I move back.
So as the party looks around, they begin to realize they no longer rogue.
Oh man. Okay, metagame wise, I get advantage on deck saves on something I see coming, but my dex is not that great. All right, so he kind of looks downtrodden. Okay, I guess it's me. Why are you moving back?
Something bad happens, Glenn.
Did Bertram point out the fact that she was holding some kind of red liquid in whatever it was?
I don't know if she did or not.
Bertram, would you have shared that?
Yeah, she would have just said she wasn't sure what it was.
Oh, you're pretty sure it looks like wine.
Uh-oh, Grant's like, what? It's wine? No, I can't. No. Business first.
I mean, the
All
puzzle
right.
solver in me wants us to 3 people to sit in this chair, this chair, this chair,
But didn't we already establish it's an illusion?
and put our blood in this bowl.
Well, you established that the silverware was delusion. You did not check the food.
Q leaves the group at Korum's notion and runs far away for not wanting to put his blood in a bowl.
Okay. All right, so am I doing this, guys?
Yes.
All right, I'm
You
going to
wanna
check
play
the door
music?
first to see if it's locked.
Okay.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
I'm gonna get my rapier out.
There are several worn pillows that cover the room's floor. There's a faint smell of incense that lingers in the air here.
You hear a big sigh of relief come out of Grun's nose as he opens the door. Okay, I'll explain what I see in there, and I guess I'll step inside.
Okay.
Room?
Yeah. So you step in, and as you look around, it looks like, as you guys can really look in the back, it looks like someplace where people might like sit and meditate. There's an incense burner actually in the middle of the room is actually spotlessly clean. The torches are also lit.
Except for the spider web I see over here.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right, Grun will relay that message and then get the F out. All right, do you guys want me to do the same thing with the other door?
Did it go all the way through? Oh no, it didn't. Yeah, let's go down.
How did I become the rogue? Okay, check the door. Is it locked?
Not locked.
Oh
Just
shit!
Remind me to get some thief tools or something like that. I'm sure I can
What?
apply it, Bardic.
Wait, let me check. Well, it's not locked anyway, so oh well. Can I at least inspect it for traps?
Sure.
Is that doable? Do I have to be like
No, you can use
skilled in something?
you can use a perception check.
Oh, perception, huh?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You don't see anything.
Wait a minute.
All
We
right.
can use perception to check for traps.
Well, you can use perception to look at the door and see if you think it's trapped.
Oh. Okay.
Doesn't mean you're going to find anything. It just means I get to set a DC here and decide what you see. And Gren doesn't see any traps.
All right. I open the door
Inside
and flinch.
it is a cramped room holding 4 large sets of bunk beds. 4 open chests contain simple clothing, linen robes, woolen capes, and rope sandals, all of underlying undyed, unornamental materials.
It's assuming one of us actually investigated it.
So you can just see the chests are open. You can see that.
Okay, but I mean, you said there's no symbols or anything of
Nope.
what this might be, some kind of order of church or whatever. Or,
Yeah.
okay.
So like there's some kind of sleeping rooms or something there.
All right, so Grun will come back out. Well, there's a place here to sleep if we get tired. Grun wants to look at this statue again. He's all freaking
Okay.
paranoid. You mean like an investigation? You mean perception? What do you mean do?
What are you looking for?
Just anything out of the ordinary. Like why the F is there a statue standing here at the end of the table? That's fake. Like Arcana? I mean, I don't know. He's just trying to figure why the hell? What's the purpose of the statue?
Give me wisdom, maybe? No, not wisdom. Well, you know you're in a temple. Give me a religion check.
Well, great. That's what I wanted.
Sorry. girl.
Holy shit! Look at that. Nat 20.
Wow. Oh. It looks like this is just the statue itself might just be an ornamental thing. Maybe it's a representation of God that the temple is there for. Looks like the statue is holding the cup like it's making the cup of wine as an offering to the table. Maybe it's as giving it to him at the table as a perhaps.
All right. This is something that I would envision Lightning doing. But I'm gonna see if that wine thing like comes out of its hands.
No, it's firmly attached.
And there is liquid inside of it, though, right?
Yes, there is liquid inside of it.
And it's a glass wine bottle.
It's a glass bowl.
All right, Grun's gonna turn around to see if anyone's watching. Is anyone watching?
Yes.
Did you get a finger in there?
I'm gonna smash the freaking wine bottle with my axe.
Okay, go for it.
So
Give me a
you
hit.
rolled it. Oh, really? Okay. I can't hit a wine bottle.
Oh, you can hit it. I just want to see how well you.
Now Sanvi's for sure coming for you.
And it's going to be a battle axe. I got to click on something. I'll click on myself.
That's fine. There's a tinkle of glass as it breaks, and the wine in it appears to flow out of the glass bowl that it was once contained in, but it never hits the floor.
It just stays right there?
It
Oh, it
disappears.
disappears. Oh, Grun's freaking out. What the hell is going on?
Corm's going to look in the other one. Is it the similar, has the same red liquid?
Yes, it does.
This
Can I-
might be the stupidest thing he's ever done, but he's going to dip his little finger in there and get a taste.
Okay, you dip your finger in and you stick it in your mouth and kind of lick it to see what it tastes like. It tastes like watered down table wine.
It freaking disappeared.
Corm's going to grab a cup off the table and come back over to the thing and dip the cup in. Does it move with him? Can he do that?
The cup fades away before you get to the. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Come on, sorry. Read most of. No, you're allowed to dip in and pulls out a cup full of the liquid.
Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody.
So the cup did not disappear?
No, it did not disappear.
Corm's going to drink it.
Oh my god.
It tastes like water. Has some flavoring added to it. Maybe it's not very tasteful.
He's going to say, thank you, Sanvi, or something to that nature. If this is the temple of that person that they were talking about.
Okay.
And he'll put the cup back at the table. And he'll.
Sorry, I got a dumb question. So is this table and everything an illusion or not? I thought we pulled the silverware off and it disappeared.
It disappeared whenever he walked out the door with it. Or when Berkshire walked out the door with it.
All right, Grun's going to walk up and slam his axe into the table to see if it's real.
Well, the table is very real.
Oh. This is weird.
And everything on the table seems to jump and shake when the axe hits it.
Oh, this is so weird. This is so weird, guys. I don't like this. I guess the rogue's going to go over to this other door over here, right?
This door is partway open. It's not completely closed. You can kind of peek through there. Berkshires kind of looking through. You see what might be a. Hold on a second. Cortana decided to open up on my computer. and try to translate what I was saying and search for it. Okay, when you look through the door there, see what might be a stove, maybe a kitchen beyond.
I'll open the door further then.
Okay, let me get a hold of it here and I'll get it open. There we go. Yeah, it's open. There's a thick purple curtain that decorates with a decorative pattern on the far wall. A solid line of 6. Let me get this out. My throat suddenly went dry on me. There's a thick purple curtain that's decorated with a pattern made up of solid lines and 6 dashed lines. It covers the eastern end or the far end of the wall, southern perspective, and it's a simple kitchen featuring a stove and a table.
This should have been like a Halloween episode.
Yes.
How do you know it wasn't your Halloween episode and you're not getting here?
Oh, that's true.
I was gonna say this sounds like it was his Halloween episode.
Oh, these are statues. I don't
Yes.
like them.
Neither did we.
But Corum drank the wine anyway.
And I smashed the
What?
other bottle. Okay, make sure we
What?
fill her in. So I smashed one of the bottles they were holding, and the red liquid inside disappeared.
And Corum decided to take a glass off the table and drink some of the liquid from the other one.
Before Grun could smash it.
But it was like watered down wine, basically, or water with a drop of wine or something like that, right?
Okay. Is it free movement?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, we're not in combat or anything.
We
Hey.
we also realized that nobody in the party has. Well, nobody knows if anyone has any actual thieves' tools to like unlock something.
We have a Grun and a Bertra.
And the two rooms, the two rooms to the left, one is got pillows on the floor and smells of incense. The other is a bunch of beds with boxes.
Did you just say smells of incense?
I did.
I missed that part. What? Where and what was incense?
The first
Oh,
room
yeah.
you went in
First
had the
room, that's
pillows
right.
and smelled of incense.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to prepare my spells.
Incense or incest?
Incense.
Oh, come on now.
All right.
Okay.
Bert
Grun takes a
records waiting
flat
for Bertra
blade
to
of
pull
his
back
axe
the
and
curtain.
whacks Corman side of the head. Like whacks Rand on side of the head.
What is the spell I'm seeing go off? Detect magic. There is a faint glow of magic coming from the table.
The table?
And from the goblets. Well, the one remaining goblet of liquid. Yeah, the table.
Everyone who drank from these, get back here. In front of me. Now.
Lightning, we're down here. Come on.
Anything from the incense, the smelly room?
Oh, you're looking at using detect magic in there as well? Yes, actually, there's a faint glow coming from under one of the pillows.
Who's looking under pillows?
We're going to kind of retcon this that has happened in the past after Grun first opened the door.
Could be. She just kind of got around.
Okay.
So you start poking around in the pillows and find the one that you find a black crystal ball under one of the pillows.
Oh, man. I don't like that. Grun's going to step away. I don't trust this shit. I'm paranoid.
What'd you find?
Well, Bertra, I'm glad you asked. Get to touch it.
Do any of us recognize what this black orb thing is that I'm assuming Lightning's holding it at least? Or
And no, I am not holding it. It is staying put.
She's uncovered it. She's not holding it.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's a ball and it's crystal shaped and it's black.
And it's magic.
I mean,
Oh,
should I-
Bertra, remember how we were gonna test your magical capacity?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Starts now. Touch it.
Oh my gosh. Are you doing this?
I
Touch it.
I put my pinky to it.
It's very it's cool to the touch and very smooth.
Oh, jeez.
I hold it in my hand.
Okay.
We're all like on the edge of our seat.
It's cool and smooth. It's got a nice weight to it. You could probably throw it pretty far.
Okay, I'll put it in my backpack then.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Did none of us recognize or have any idea what this thing?
Well, you probably all recognize it as some kind of crystal ball, but I mean, you don't know really what it does.
Okay, that's what I meant. Because Brian has an idea, but I don't know if Grunt would know that. All right, so her detect magic lasts for like a minute or something like that. Is that correct,
Yeah.
Lightning?
Yep.
10 minutes.
Okay, so I'm assuming you probably also would have checked in this room that we opened up. We didn't see anything, but we also didn't have detect magic.
Real quick before Quorum eats any of that food, can I just grab some of it and throw it out the door and see if it disappears as well?
Yes, it does.
Okay, in that case, I'll say, you can do what you want,
And
but
there's
I
no
don't think you should eat that.
and there's no magic in that room. Lighting. Though there is some open chests that contain simple linen robes, wool capes, rope sandals, and that sort of thing. Beds are
Linen
made with
robes?
blankets. Yes. Undyed.
So, like,
A monk's robe.
sweet. I get a new coat.
Let me borrow this robe off of an ancient dead monk bunk.
Now, Corum, what are you doing?
Corm's sitting down at the table.
Mhm.
Eating for food.
So you pick up this gorgeously roasted turkey leg.
Mm.
And
no.
the- Outside it has this beautiful crisp on it, and you bite down into it, and it tastes like an iron ration bar.
Ew. All right. Yeah, places it down.
I'm just envisioning that scene from Poltergeist where the guy takes a chicken leg, bites into it, and there's like crawling out of it, and then his face starts falling apart. Oh, Grunt's freaking out still.
Okay, let's
All
cut
right.
down that. Let's go to the curtain now.
Can I
Quorum
see?
looks normal.
Can you see what, Q?
I was just gonna say, is there any hidden doors or anything in this room down here?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
What if I just look really quickly? Like I'm just trying to perceive it instead.
Perception check then.
Sweet.
Way to lead the DM. I like that.
I imagine this is going to be a harder check, but I also know that I am not a bright individual.
You don't see anything other than the curtain.
Okay.
And the curtain was magical too?
No, the curtain's not magical. You just look
Oh.
and see if you saw any doors.
Okay.
Uh,
No, man, as far as Lightning doing her detect thing for
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, she's not seeing magic there. Now, the room that you're in there, Bertra and Corum are currently in and grinding into, it's set up as a kitchen. There is thick purple curtain with the solid line and 6 dash line pattern on it.
Grun's like, am I opening up this door too?
Corm will kind of get ready. He has his weapon in his hand just in case something's behind the curtain.
Bertra was just gonna. It's just gonna. I could just cut it down. Don't even have to touch it.
But then we just like open it. It's a curtain, right?
Yeah, it's just a curtain.
It's never
Sure.
just a curtain.
Set it on
Never
fire.
just a curtain, she says.
Burn it all.
Okay, I'll just shove the
What?
curtain. I'll just shove the curtain to the side with my sword.
The room goes on and heads on down eastward or south on this map. South. Beyond it is a fountain and a second curtain. In the fountain is a purple globe through which water flows.
Jason, this place is freaking me out. I don't like this shit. I just want to find something I can hit. What's the globe made out of, roughly?
And
you say?
it's some kind of like purple marble, but there's water flowing through it and running down off to create the fountain.
Through it, like there's a hole in the center of it? What do you
Yeah.
mean by through it?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a hole in it.
So it's coming, the water's coming from the ceiling through that thing?
The water's coming up from underneath it.
But we can't see the source of the water where it's
No.
coming from anywhere else in the room. It's just out of this thing
Just out
in the middle of the room.
Yep.
All right, so Grun doesn't want to be Captain Obvious, but there's a giant marble ball that's producing water. Does that not seem odd to anybody else? Lightning.
It
Could be a spirit.
does.
Come look at this lightning.
Yeah, I just put a drop of slime into the wine.
Okay. So as you come into the room to look down,
Don't like this.
there is a faint, because your spell's still got a couple minutes left for time's out. And just as you're looking down there, there's a faint glow of magic about.
About the marble ball?
And then the spell fizzles out.
Oh, joy.
Grun kind of figured it was magical because there's like water coming out of it. He's not the brightest guy, but he knows that water doesn't come from marble.
King's gonna do the smart thing and put on their gloves.
Okay.
And then climb up on top of it
Jeez.
and poke it. Wait a minute, I have a staff. Never mind. I'm gonna poke it with the staff from the ground.
So you prod at it with your stick.
Close your eyes, everyone.
Nothing happens other than the stick gets wet.
Other than the stick, what?
Gets wet.
Okay.
I think that's just something that's made to look fancy, guys.
Corm says to Lightning, can you detect poison on this water?
Not right now.
Now you
It's
know
not
we have
prepared.
fully. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Wait. You have your thing prepared to regrow my eyes, right?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. All right. Now I feel a little more confident. I'll walk down here with Bertra.
There's another purple curtain there, guys. Corum, what?
Corm's gonna hold his hands out like put them together like a cup and put them into the water and then kind of bring it up to his face and just smell the water, see if anything smells off.
It
What is
smells
wrong with you,
clean
Corum?
and refreshing.
Corm has a drink.
It's
Lies.
cold and crisp and clear.
Oh, this is way better than the wine.
Jeez.
Drank the wine. Speaking of, did the wine have any reaction to slime being
No,
dropped in
It
it?
did not.
Okay. Wait, what? No reaction
Nope.
at all.
Nope.
Corum, you idiot!
I did ask you to check
Absolute
for poison.
buffoon! Oh my gosh, Corum, my dear friend. Just gonna.
Corum! Quit making her waste her magic! That magic is to wrinkle my eyes. Stop it.
I'm just waiting for Bertra to. Hey,
Is
Bertra.
everybody ready for Bertram to open the curtain?
Lightning's covering their eyes.
Show me what's behind door number 2.
Archer says this and slings the curtain out of the way and square room.
What the hell? All right. There's something we're
Oh,
not
we got a
doing
Wookiee
right.
in here. That's the other adventure.
Oh. All right, so this is a dead end. No doors, no nothing, right?
No doors, no nothing.
This is messed up.
I don't believe it. I really don't believe it.
Grun's going to spend some time looking at all the walls to try to
Okay.
find something. An investigation, because he's so good at it.
And perception, actually, would probably be your best bet if you're trying to look around and find anything. Investigation would take you a while.
Yeah, perception's really good.
So Grunge kind of stands there staring at the room.
He's just paranoid.
Bertram's staring at the room.
Corbin, check the wall over here for
Okay.
any kind
Why am I standing in this wall?
Well, why are you standing on the wall?
I don't know, but I'm standing in this wall.
Well, I see that. Can't see
Can I
through
do
it,
that?
can you?
No, but
Oh, no one sees
Can I
anything out
go-
of the ordinary. They're just solid walls.
Can I go back and just get a cup?
Mhm.
Take a cup full of that wine and just go dump it in the fountain, see what happens.
So the fountain gets a little cloudy for a second, and then the wine seems to vanish.
Can I take a cup of the water and go pour it in with the wine?
You can.
Sure. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
All right, we're going to go back and do Quorum's original thing. We all need to sit at the table.
God.
The turkey leg tastes like dry ration.
Seeing as I have proficiency with cooking utensils, can I tell anything about the food? Just trying to touch it, feel it,
yeah.
not necessarily look at it, since it clearly doesn't
Yeah.
taste what it looks like.
Yeah, when you touch it, you feel it touches and feels just like what it looks. It looks just like what it's supposed to be.
Can I toss the kitchen on the way through just to see if there's anything in
Yeah.
there?
Sorry, I disconnected myself there. I didn't hear anything you said.
Yeah. That's okay. It looks and feels just like it's what it looks like. So it looks like well prepared food. And do me an investigation check there, Bertra, as you're tossing the kitchen.
Grun's going to sit down on one of the chairs.
Okay. It creaks a little bit under your weight. Oh crap! I
Oh, crap.
I dragged the map. I dragged the map on my screen last guy. That wasn't for you. Let's see.
Grun sits down. Oh, crap.
Yeah, you find utensils and stuff in the kitchen that would be like used to prepare food and things with. It seems like at one point this is an operational kitchen, though the stove is cold. The table behind you has drawers with knives and utensils and things like
So Bertra's got the black orb, but she hasn't taken out her backpack anyway, right?
that. No,
I wonder
it's
if that's
just
some kind of a key to this thing.
wait a minute. Does the fountain have a hole at the top of the bigger
Yes.
orb?
yes.
Sure, come down here.
About the size of a black orb.
Quorum, come on.
Sure, you're taller than me. Can
Hey.
you put the orb that we found in this water, in the water orb?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Notice that lightning is like way away from her when she's doing this.
I can see lightning. Oh, there she is.
I have an AC of 15. 15!
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So you take out the are you doing what she asked, Berkshire?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you take out the orb and you set it on top of the fountain, right? And there's a little hole that the water comes out of, that it pumps up out of. And as you set the orb down on the hole and try to balance it, it sits there for just a second, and then the pressure builds up underneath it, and it raises the orb up just a little bit, and it squirts water in all directions and all over your face, and then the orb tumbles into the water below. And
Well, that was fun.
as you're wiping your face off, you look down the hallway to where Lightning's at, probably to give her a hateful glare, and you notice that there is a door
No.
just past that purple curtain.
Oh, the irony. Move to get away, and then
No, it's a closed secret door that you all overlooked a minute ago.
Oh, with my awesome perception check, I didn't see that.
I had 22 investigation and missed it.
And
I'm gonna grab that orb that fell in the fountain unless Birch
Okay.
actually grabbed it. Just make sure we're not leaving it behind.
you notice there's a very distinct pattern. I'm on the wrong layer, is why you can't see me clicking away. Let me get on the right.
although Bertram was worried about the secret door that opened behind Lightning.
No, it didn't open.
Oh,
You just very clearly now see this door.
Sorry, I don't mean open, I mean appear.
Yeah. It's very obvious there's a door. Now, you remember looking at this wall a minute ago, and it was not obvious.
Well, so Bertra's now the rogue. Okay. Go ahead, Bertra. I don't mind. You open the door.
Let's open her up.
I should take turns. So,
Things covering their eyes again.
so check for traps.
Okay,
Why are you covering your eyes?
Case. I need to be able to see in order to cast spells.
Yes, you do.
It
Yes.
doesn't take you but a few minutes, Bertra, and you
You
easily spot the catch. There is no traps on the door. You easily spot the traps, and you see how to open the door.
Okay. I'll rest one of my swords down by the door and open it.
You swing the door open. You guys see a whole section of the wall just pivots away, and it reveals a long corridor with columns of stacked stone eyes protruding from the wall, 5-foot intervals. 2 beams of colored light cross the room, across the corridor, at 2 different heights between each one of these columns. One of them is about a foot off. The room also appears not to have an exit.
Not to have a what?
There doesn't seem to be a way to get out the other end. Solid down there.
Whatever. I don't believe that. So are these like beams? What are these things coming out of the walls?
They're beams of light. Red, orange, green, red, orange, and so on across.
And I guess the orifice that they're coming out of?
Looks like
Is it-
eyeballs.
Nice. that doesn't have me paranoid at all.
And the eyeballs are at certain levels.
Yeah, one is the bottom set is about a foot off the ground. Top set is about 5 foot off.
And how far is that from the ceiling?
The ceiling in here is about 10 foot.
Is this where that black orb thing may come in handy? I don't know. Who
I'll
has
hand
it?
the orb back to the group.
Wait, why don't you want to do it? New guy, you got to prove your worth.
I did prove my worth by making sure you guys didn't starve on the way here.
Oh, yeah, that came in handy.
I mean, I could just do this. Hey, Bertra. And Lightning just kind of lights a candle and tears a piece off this new monk robe. Have fun.
Oh my gosh.
So as Lightning does this and looks at Bertra just becomes gaseous. Looks like a cloud that's vaguely Bertra shaped. And then moves in the midst of the party.
Go on. Float above it.
And she can't communicate when she's like that, right?
Nope. Bertra moves her way down the corridor, floating above the beam. There seems to be nothing to get in her way. You get to the front of the
Wait a minute. Did Q give Bertra the orb before she turned to gaseous form?
Yep.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Bertra, give me a perception. I'll trick down at that end.
While she's doing that, Grun's going to suggest to Q to send his owl down there, see if the owl does anything, triggers anything.
I was going to, but you guys seem to have it handled.
I mean, Butcher can't touch anything.
Okay, Bertra, I message you what you can see since you can't talk.
Just realized, can Bertra stand in that space?
She's gas.
She's gas. She can do whatever she wants right now.
No, like, if she were to not be gaseous.
Now she released her form. Yeah, she could stand there. Plenty of the gap between. I mean, there's a big enough gap. I mean, think about it. The first beam of light is 1 foot off the floor. The second is 5 foot. I don't think any one of you would have much of a difficulty step over the beam and under the other beam at the same time.
Run.
Sure.
That sounds like DM logic that's about to get us blown up.
I'm just stating what you guys can see, so I'm sure you got it clear because it's only a 2-dimensional map, not 3-dimensionals. So I mean, there's like 4 foot between these beams. So,
All right, Grun's going to see what he's got in his backpack. I'm going to throw something into one of those beams.
Before you do that,
yeah,
Oscar, do you mind flying over there and seeing what you can see and then swinging back? And I'll have Oscar fly over.
okay. Oscar swings back. Are you going to use Oscar's eyes to see?
Yep.
Okay. You see the hallway as Oscar flies, as you tune into his perception and kind of flies back. You see the hallway from above. You see the beams. You see there's plenty of clearance above. Oscar, even when he gets to the end, he leaves around and he's kind of showing off. He flies back between the beams.
He doesn't burst into flames, right?
Nope.
Okay, because I was going to be super unhappy if he burst into flames.
No.
He comes back, lands on my arm. I'll be like,
Yep.
show off.
does he still have his eyes?
Yeah, he still
He
has his
does
eyes.
still have his eyes.
But he went through the beams, so nothing happened to him.
Bertra, remember, you can drop gaseous form anytime you want.
Yeah, you don't need me to pop it for you.
All right, damn it.
There's something I want to do.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can also just like wiggle your way through cracks and stuff.
Well, that's actually what Marcus is asking me about. So I can get to the right layer. Yes.
Good job,
You
Marcus.
can, Bertra. You find yourself there.
Oh gosh.
It is. I'm going to message you the description of that room.
Grun's like, wait, I don't see the gas anymore. Lightning, what'd you do to her?
This is a concentration spell.
Just a second, Marcus. I'm getting the.
No worries.
There you go.
The moment I get back, I end up making a deal to kill Bertra, turning Bertra into a cloud, convincing Bertra to touch magical orbs.
It's like Bertra is your puppet.
What is this episode's title going to be?
It'll depend who dies at the end.
Any questions on what I messaged you there? Yep, actually, I typed there, man.
For the record, if the bird dies, I'll be super unhappy.
One thing I like about our recording setup is the audience can't see the private messages going back and forth between me and.
It is lovely.
Yeah, I like that part of it, Jason. That's great.
Give me a perception check.
You still talking about Bertra, I'm assuming.
Yes, I'm talking about Bertra.
Wait a minute. Do I have that spell prepared?
No, you don't see anything.
So Grim wants to gingerly step over this first beam.
Okay.
Now that Bertra's kind of disappeared.
Now give me a.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, you're fine. I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing.
I said step over it, not through it.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care what the bird did.
Well, the bird didn't touch any of the lasers. He
Okay.
flew between.
No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Before you tell me what's going on, I thought before you said the bird did go through the beams and nothing happened to him.
Well, he didn't go. He went between the beams, not through the beams.
Oh shit. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. So
Okay.
I'm being super careful not
Okay.
to touch any of the beams.
So give me a dex saving throw at advantage.
With advantage.
Yes.
Oh, damn you, Jason. Woo!
Okay. So you step through there into that spot. Okay, and I got hold on a second. At the same time you step through in that spot, the wall at the far end of the room swings open, and you see Bertha standing at the other end of the.
Oh, she's in her normal form now?
Yes.
All right, so I'm assuming everybody sees that. If not, I'm going to point it
Yeah.
out. All right, so the next one in front of me is 5 foot up in you?
Yeah,
Or
there's one.
5 foot?
There's one 5 foot and one at 1 foot.
Oh, there's two of them now. That's what you're saying.
No, there's two in every one of these. There's a foot and a 1 foot.
All right, so I got to kind of like limbo my way over and through this thing. Is what
Right.
you're saying.
Which is why I need the saving throws.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Let me check. I don't think I get dex anything when I rage. Plus I got attack shit, so.
And depending how much of a horse you are, hung like a horse, you have to pick it up.
Hey. All right. Well, Bertra, I'll wave. Everything okay down there?
Yeah. I'd like to check for a way to shut off these beams.
Okay, I'll stop.
Go ahead.
Investigation, I imagine.
Yeah, investigation or perception. You can't find any way to shut them off.
Well, you're just gonna have to make them through there.
Okay, so explain to me again how so this one is 1 foot off the ground and then
Yeah.
5 foot up,
Yes, there's one. There's one foot off the ground. There's one.
and the one
All of
beyond
them
that?
are like that.
Well, all of them are like that. Sorry.
They're all like that. Yes.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, so he's gonna look back at Corm. Do you want to go through these together, or one at a time?
Corm's thinking that once the Minotaur moves through the next one, he'll follow.
Okay. So you want me to detonate it, then you just come through. All right, damn it, I'm stepping
Just wants
through.
to make sure he doesn't bump into.
Okay, you. Well, that's
Deck
first.
save,
Yep, deck save, please.
advantage still.
If you're moving extremely slow and carefully, yes.
Oh hell yes, I am. Oh, son of a bitch!
So you're being very careful, and you're watching the one underneath really well. And
Dang it.
I should have cast guidance.
Oh shit. Oh.
I'm casting guidance on you before you go.
And you feel this burst of radiant energy from the top of your head as you brush the orange beam, and you take 12 points of radiant damage.
Good lord!
Holy
Ow! Ow! I checked my eyes real quick. My eyes okay?
Your eyes are
So I got
fine.
my eyes. Whew. Ouch, that hurt. Okay.
All right, Corum follows behind very carefully and cautiously. Really?
You step through, no problem.
Guidance a touch spell?
Unfortunately,
God, I got
yes.
advantage.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay.
All right, so lightning needs to step through and
No,
stay in the
lightning-
middle of everybody.
Lightning can guidance herself.
Hold on. Before she moves, she needs to get Q through, right? It's a cantrip, right? Or is it a first level spell?
Cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
the only one who really needs help is Grun.
Man,
So I
my
don't
dex is
know
not
if,
horrible. It's just not good.
I don't
So
know
I'm
if,
gonna move
Before
over
the
here.
spell
to
wears
hide.
off, Corum, get out.
Oh, that's right. It lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
Yes,
but you
before
only
the
get to use
spell
that
wears
once,
off.
though.
Go.
It's only once before the spell ends. He
What?
gets to use a D4.
Exactly. Keep going.
Oh, he didn't use it. That's right. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. All right. All right. I guess Corum will sneak past Grun very carefully.
Exactly. I'll go last. That way everyone can get a
I
guidance.
forgot to do that with advantage, Jason. I'm sorry. There you go.
Door slams shut.
So
Oh,
to
son of a bitch.
Bertram.
Corum, what'd you do?
Bertram
Farm, you
shut
get
it?
through, no problem. No, it just shut on its own. Bartray, you don't know why it shut. It just shut.
Can I try and open it again?
It seems to be latched.
Corum, go again. Is the 16 pass, Jason?
Yes, 16 passes. Quorum so far so good.
And the 24. Look at you, sneaky bastard.
Oh no! No, the blue!
Add the D4. Add the D4.
Oh yeah! Oh, yes.
Not
Add the
enough.
D4.
Even with the D4, it's not enough?
Nope.
Oh, Corum, I'm sorry.
Get
I
dunked
got a
on.
1 and a 2.
12 points of damage, Quorum.
Ouch.
What flavor?
Radiant.
You're
Again?
gonna cast it on Q now? Lightning, let him step through. Of course, we're gonna get all down here, and then we're gonna be stuck. The door's shut.
First thing,
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a chair. And bring it back over here.
Jason, I already did it. Sorry.
Oh, put it back. Yeah,
I got it.
there you go. There you go. I got to do something here for mental notes on my side while you guys are doing that there.
Oh, thank
Come
God.
on.
Really?
So, when Q said he's grabbing a chair, is that Q grabbing a chair, or is that Bender grabbing a chair?
No, that's cute.
Okay. What
Why?
you gonna do? Just sit and watch?
I'm gonna go grab the Q and put it in the empty space in between
The Q?
the red and the orange laser. Just gonna
Alright.
set it over there. See if it causes that door to open, since it opened up when somebody was on that first spot.
1 second. I got to get the right damn layer so I can draw something.
He's gonna get all the bad guys coming out behind us, on top of us. The room
No, I
fills
just
up
need to
with
make my
lasers.
notes on my backside. Okay. What are you doing, Q? Quorum has made it to the end.
Can I just take a chair and put it between the red and the orange laser? Does it seem like when something was set there, or when somebody stepped there, the door opened, right?
Well, someone went through there and it seemed to open, yeah, but from your all's perspective. So you want to set it on the between the red lasers to break the laser on the bottom?
No, just between the. I just want to put it in the spot between the
One sec,
orange
put it
and
right
the
here
red.
where I am.
Oh, okay,
That's where
okay.
he wants to put it.
Okay. Doesn't seem to affect anything.
Oh, damn.
So who
Well-
did you cast guidance on? Lightning, was that on Q?
Well, I will carefully step over the first one.
Okay.
It said deck save.
Dex save, yes.
Whew.
May have passed that one.
That door
Grunge
open up
is-
again or no?
Nope. The door opens. Grunge is standing there going, nope, not go any further.
Ouch! My horns.
Before we get any further in, does somebody want to try to work on that door? There's no point in all of us getting over there if we're just going to be stuck. So now I'll take the chair and I'm going to set it and I'm going to sit on it.
Okay.
By the way, are Bertra's efforts from the other side still having any effects?
No, they're not.
Ooh.
Does Quorum see
Son of a
anything
bitch.
to solve?
No, even you can see the door because you've already seen it open and close, but you can't see anything else.
Did the door shut when my bird flew through? Was
No,
it about the exact same time? No?
not at
Okay.
the same time. It shut shortly thereafter, but
It may be a
Okay.
time thing. It's only open for a certain amount of time, maybe. I don't know.
Well, didn't Q take out or remove the black orb from the fountain? Maybe it needed to be in there.
Yeah,
Or
Berkshire
no?
has it though.
yeah, Berkshire has the
And
orb.
that was removed a long time ago.
Yeah, but if it's a time thing, then maybe the pool filled back up or something, and it triggered the. I don't know. Just thinking.
Do you want me to go empty out some of the pool?
Oh my god.
Berkshire, stay where you're at. I'll come back to you here in a second. Things are going to happen. Are going on in that room.
Oh.
There's some stuff that I need to describe.
Oh no, I just wanted to know if what was happening, what was beneath me. I didn't
Oh.
know the statue was there.
There's a statue there, yeah,
Oh no.
facing the wall. So what? Quorum Q's just sitting in the chair.
Quorum's going to keep looking to. I mean, can he find any way to get into this? He sees the door, right? He knows it's there.
Mhm.
What skill would I use in order to
Give me an investigation check.
keep doing? I got a +8, so that's
Plus
I
8.
I've rolled a 2 and a 3.
I'm using
Plus-
Quorum as a base token. I'm aiming at the door.
Okay.
And
You blacken the
it's-
door with it. As far as that,
it'll end up being 2 sacred flames because I'm level 5.
right. And you put a nice black mark on the door, and you hear a resounding thump from on your side, Bertra, from something hitting the door. Quorum, give me a religion check, and also lightning.
Oh God!
Me make a religions check?
Yes.
Okay. That's funny. I only have a +1 to religion.
Okay. Wrong place.
Is this red line supposed to be something? Or no?
And then
That was where I was going to make a wall and miss.
Gurren starts picking his nose. So cute. How you enjoy being part of our party so
Yeah, it's okay so far.
You've discovered our weakness. Doors.
I'm gonna pull out a little wine sling or wine pouch and take a drink as I'm waiting.
Whoa, you've been carrying wine around this whole time?
Just a little. Would you like a little?
You say wine's good for burns, right?
everyone.
Just get a drink.
I'll take a drink.
I'll hand it over to him.
Sweet. Two
Make a
guys in
dex
jail
save.
cells. For who?
For both of you, you're handy something between those two beams.
We're not
But
putting our hands through the
4
beam.
feet apart.
Okay, fine.
It's like,
I'll
wow.
make it, but I don't think my
Cute.
dex is that bad. What's up?
I need you to go stand next to Quorum.
Who do you stand next to Quorum?
Both of you.
Can you reach
okay.
over here and touch me first?
I will start making my way over there, I guess, and go stand
But
next to it. Although I
forget-
would like you to tell me why I'm getting up to go stand next to him. What's your plan?
Because this is a leap of faith. We need to break the beams on the high.
on the high. Okay.
Whoa.
Nope. Gonna start making my way.
Gurn's gonna point to his burnt horn. So, did you see what happened?
Yeah, it's fine.
Not with your face.
You said go stand next to Corum, right?
9 points of damage for the first one you walked through.
Is he
Seriously, you
walking
said stand
through it?
next to Corum, right? Yeah.
Go stand next to Cora.
Well, not walking through. I'm stepping over and okay. Next one.
Just so I'm clear, you're walking through them. You're not trying to avoid them at all.
No, I'm stepping over them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, I'm not. I'm not just waltzing on through.
Okay, that's what I thought you were doing at first. Like, what's wrong with you?
Although I did take my wine skin back as I was walking by.
Oh, you lost your guidance.
Oh, she took her guidance away?
She
I'm
did.
using it for me.
You could have waited a moment.
Are you trying to dodge those beams, Q?
I thought I was supposed to make a deck save every time I went through
I'm
or stepped over.
I'm just making sure I understand what you're doing. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, I was trying to follow it right.
Yeah, you're fine. He did.
Ugh.
Now, if only I had like some sort of guidance, I might have made this last one.
Huh.
Okay, what just happened to me? How dead am I?
Oh, you're fine. You
Oh.
made all of the saves, so.
12 made it?
Oh, sorry, I missed that one. That one did not.
Run! Damn you!
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I was going to get upset. Wait a minute. I took damage on a 14. What are you talking about?
16 points of damage there. Let me get you.
Oh, mother!
16? Holy shit.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on a
blame
second.
Grun for talking while I was doing that. You- God.
Just broke the.
Okay,
I
before we-
broke the first beam.
Do
Okay.
they get progressively harder as far as their DC? There's
We don't know.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
You'll have
I'm
to
gonna-
do it 'cause I'm on a different layer.
I'm gonna pound on the door real quick and be like, "Hey, Bertra, are you and Oscar okay over there?" See if you can hear me.
Is purposefully meaning to break any top beams if they stumble over the bottom ones.
So break both at the same time.
Oh,
I'm still thinking that black orb has something to do with us trying to get through here, but Bertra has it.
Yeah, I really hope not, because otherwise this is gonna be difficult.
rah 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 rah.
Are you coming through again? Lightning?
Oh, what?
Or what?
I'm just gonna smack the
Cool.
orange beam with my
I'm gonna do
staff.
another investigation, Jason.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can I help him? But
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
can.
if he's gonna need it.
You can.
I'll point things out to you. Can I give him advantage?
I got
Okay,
a 25 finally.
So go ahead and move down there and make your deck save because I know you're smacking it and then going through physically. So
Shit. I don't know if she's
Why did
talking to
I
Bertra.
advantage that?
yep, that's fine. Go ahead and move down. Go ahead and move your token where you're at, so I know where you're at.
Meanwhile, Bertra's up there getting killed.
I accidentally advantaged my guidance.
That's okay.
Sure.
That's okay. See, you're where? Through that one. Now you're through that one. You're smacking the beams as you go, correct?
With my staff.
Right. Make the next check for the passing the green, please.
Ah.
Hold on. Let me get the damage off that.
16. Because guidance. Oh wait, I forgot to tap Grun.
Oh shit! What?
When
I'll just
your,
wait.
Real.
when
I'll just
your
wait here.
staff goes through the green beam, door opens again.
Corm's gonna move in.
Okay.
Can we tell if Bertra's okay?
He's Bertram on that side going, give me your next move there, Lightning.
Okay.
Wait! I guess Grun's gonna reluctantly maybe step through here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I don't like this. I still have advantage though, right? Because I'm being very freaking careful.
Yes, you have advantage. Let me get out Lightning first.
Oh!
Okay.
No, Lightning, don't move yet!
You're good, Grun. You're good. Lightning.
No, wait!
I'm gonna
Wait!
reach through and smack Grun real quick.
Okay.
Carefully reach through the green ones and smack
Right.
Grun.
Uh-huh.
Give him some guidance.
You can smack him with your stick.
Okay, so
Wait,
one
I
more.
can smack people with my stick and do touch spells?
You're touching him with something you're touching.
I can do shocking grasp.
Oh! I get guidance for that, right?
Give me the roll, see how much more it got out of it.
Oh, that's awesome! Oh, God. How
3
much more do
points
I
of
have to do?
damage. 3?
21?
No, 3.
Oh, 3. Okay, a big difference.
Yeah.
Smacking Grun again.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, go step through. I don't like this. Damn you, Jason. Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
gotta get through.
I'll wait for lightning. I'm not going any further. Or just you want me to keep going?
Have another guidance.
Oh, that's right. I didn't use it,
Go
so I
one
can
more.
step through.
Go one more. You didn't use it yet.
Oh,
Please. I
please.
need this. I need one for myself.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Guidance.
shit. I got a guidance. Oh. I feel better.
You made it.
It's gonna
Okay,
pant
lightning.
through the door. Holy shit, guys. That sucked.
Stop bracing the door, please.
Oh, let me
Okay.
get out of the way? Okay.
No,
Oh, okay.
brace it.
Is there something for me to brace?
Oh, body.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not with advantage. Not with advantage. I'm like,
yeah, reroll that.
Bertra, you want to help Grun with the door in case?
oh,
That one.
Yeah.
One more.